What? It's gonna be in the Cheesy Boy?
What's up?
It's gonna be in the Cheesy Boy, what's it called?
Yeah,
Twitch?
yeah, yeah. Got all my freaking blankets back here, camping out in the shed tonight. Freaking, there we go. It's all set up. We're live. We are here.
See.
I was also reading into a little bit of the lore for Elden Ring as well. Something that I saw that was like really cool. But we'll talk about it in a second.
Sounds good to
Do
me.
you guys want to
Yeah,
wait for the 5 minute mark, or do you guys want to
Yeah,
just start?
you know
yeah, we
what?
could.
That's what I was gonna talk to you about. Why don't we just do like a 5 minute pre-show whenever we start?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
You know what I mean? Like have people come in, ask us shit, like have them be like, hey, like if you ever wondered like what it would be to do this or whatever, just be like, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm always down for stuff like that.
Yeah. It may not happen all the time, but you know,
It'll happen eventually.
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
like
that's what we usually do. We wait 5 minutes anyways, and we just kind of like, we pre. So,
I've been thinking about playing Doom and Doom Eternal.
oh,
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
yeah. Well, we hear like I have the only thing they have to fear is you playing in my head.
Yeah, that's a fantastic song. I've been playing a lot of VR lately.
Yeah.
So
What game?
there's a game called Ragnarok
Mm-hmm.
that me and freaking Cruz plays it too. We were talking about it the other day. And you can get like custom songs, and the Doom soundtrack is part of the custom songs that you can get. And it's fucking pretty good, dude.
No
It's
shit.
basically what it's a game where you're like drumming. You got four drum pieces and it's in VR, and it's got really good like feedback and stuff like that. It's actually
Mm-hmm.
really nice. It's
You're good feedback.
thanks, bro. It's like kicking my fucking my like rock band like itch that I've been having for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? I've been playing a bunch of stuff. I've been playing stuff like After the Fall. Uh, I was playing putt golf the other day because I was like, you know what? I haven't done that in a long time. I miss golf with friends, and this is that's where it took
Close
me.
enough.
It's where it took me. But yeah, fucking, I've been messing with the VR. It's fun. There's a really nice exercise game for the VR called O Shape, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like do you guys remember that old freaking game show? It's called Hole in the Wall, I think it is.
Mm.
Where it's like there's like a big wall that comes at you, and you have to make the like position that it shows, and if not, you get like dunked into some water. It's kind of crazy.
I don't remember that show.
I think it was on Fox. I think so.
Yikes.
I know. So it was like one of those like prime time fucking game shows. It was weird.
Mhm.
Uh,
Uh,
other than that,
dude.
huh?
Oh no, I'm just literally like gearing up for the fucking end of the semester. I have finals are coming up and like all my final projects are like coming up and stacking up and I'm like, can we just not?
It's rough. But once it's over, it's over. I will tell you this much, especially after this last fucking trip that I took, and like just the bullshit that came with it. When it's over, it's fucking over, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Jesus
no,
Christ.
legit. I'm waiting to be like I'm done with school.
Mhm.
I'm ready for my PTSD. I'm ready for my student loans to kick in.
That's what you paid for. You paid for PTSD.
Yep, I paid for PTSD. You know what's funny? I told you this. I think I told you this. I don't remember if I told you this, but Angel, I'm doing an internship that I paid to do to be unpaid on campus.
That's pretty. I'm not gonna say it.
What
No,
is the
no, like
purpose? What's the purpose? What's the
it's a literal class that I need for my major, but it's a class,
uh-huh.
but it's an internship.
In-
So I'm not paid, but I'm also getting a grade,
oh,
and I'm over here like, okay, cool. What am I getting? A letter grade? They're like, no, it's pass, no pass. And I'm like, oh, is it cool? So
you know, you pay.
like
It's a gamble. You're literally gambling.
yeah, it's like a 50-50. No, I already know I'm passing the class. Like this is the one class like I'm not worried about
Mhm.
because I already have all because the way that he does it, he won't let us check out. He won't let us check out. It's by a point system. You need 50 points to pass the class. I already got my 50 points,
Okay, but you
so
just
I could
can't leave.
literally
Yeah.
I just can't check out.
Ugh, gross.
So I'm just in there for the ride. And then my other two classes, one of my group mates dropped without telling us, even though we gave him assigned work like 2 weeks before all this stuff is due. So we're dealing with that right now.
Oh, that's
And then
fun.
yeah, and then in another class with the group work, two of my group mates haven't done shit. I did everything by myself.
Look, like back when I was in college, back in my day, I
Fucking
never
either.
fucking understood the point of group assignments, especially on
Me
something
neither.
that matters. Like if you did it
Like
on something that didn't matter because you're building relations with people and you should be, it's part of a social like learning
experiment.
process or experiment. I get that.
Mhm.
I get that. But how the fuck are these people going to help me succeed in the future? How is this helping my future by relying on these random motherfuckers? You know what I
my
mean?
fa- my favorite thing is, oh, you might be working with some people like this one day. I'm like, the fuck I am.
But even then it's different because then you can just fire them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? In
yeah.
this case, you can't do that. You have to work with them because they already paid for the class. You have to just hope
Unfortunately.
to God that they fucking they leave the class.
But yeah, so it is what it is right now. I'm just going with it.
School's fucking dumb sometimes.
Yeah.
That's on record. That's super on record. Anyways, guys, we did it. That's our cold open. Here we go.
That was
How,
nice. That was very nice. That was
how's
very nice.
how's it going, everybody? It is your boys, the Cheesy Talks fellas crew, whatever it is that we are in
Your
particular.
favorite melted Gouda.
That's right, the cheesy mofos. But anyways, welcome, guys. This is the first episode of season 2, rightfully dubbed.
Mhm.
Eh,
Yeah, yeah.
if you
I
like it,
thought somebody else was gonna come in
that
and
no, I was because I caught that. I was like, if you like it, then you should have put an Elden Ring on it.
there you go. There you go. This is going to be like I said, the first episode of season 2. We're going to be talking about Elden Ring amongst a couple of other things, but it's been a goddamn sensation for the last few months or last couple months. So I feel like it's only fair that we open it up with some discussions.
Yeah.
And we got a good variety here. I've played all the Souls games. These two guys have just started their Souls careers with Elden Ring. So we're gonna get a little, get a little perspective up in this bitch. But first, Ramiro, since he is our fighting game boy, uh,
Hey,
we
I'll fight
have
you.
we have some Evo 2022 news. Basically,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Uh,
send that over to you.
so if you guys haven't been paying attention, or you have, feel free to ignore me. But Evo has officially come back to in person, and they're hosting their event in Las Vegas, Nevada, August 5th to the 7th. If you guys missed early bird pricing, that's fine. They are still doing signups right now. They're doing it for about 100, and I think I wrote it in there somewhere, 115, just to go to the venue. That's not including participation, and that's not including accommodations and travel. So
What are
budget accordingly.
what are people looking
Um,
forward to if they go to Evo?
So if I don't know if you noticed, but like they posted a tweet, Evo themselves posted a tweet of the 9 games that they're doing, and the way that they said they were going to do the competition this year was whichever one has the most participants or the most hype, they're going to get the bigger venue or the bigger resources, right? And right now, from the top down, they're looking at Skullgirls, Mortal Kombat 11, Multi Blood Type Lumina, Dragon Ball Fighters, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, Tekken 7, KOF 15, SF5, and Guilty Gear Strive. So the
Nice.
top 3 fighting games are Guilty Gear, Street Fighter, and King of Fighters.
Yeah, I see that. King of
Yeah,
Fighters 15 looks like a lot of fun too. Like I
it
was looking
really
at some
does.
gameplay, I was like, wow, this
I
actually looks like a good
I,
time.
I I need to flex my Mexican card and learn a KOF game. Otherwise, my
It's
Mexican card is gonna be
revoked.
revoked. Yep.
Angel.
I need to be good at
I've
some
never
kind of
played
KOF.
any, and I have honestly I have no intention of playing the King of Fighter game.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
This is like a I don't like to out you as much as I do, but this is kind of like an older guy game because it's
Yeah.
like me and Ram can remember times
hmm
in like elementary school, fucking going to an arcade and playing King of
Fucking KO
Fighters in a
98.
in the machine, yeah, 98 and stuff like that.
Well, I remember seeing the machines everywhere, like any laundromat or like little
Yep.
mom and pop shop for like burgers and all that stuff. Having even in the arcades, like it was one of the more popular ones with Street Fighter, I
Yeah,
guess you can say.
yeah.
Dude,
But
if
it
if
just
you
never
go,
It's
caught my
nuts.
attention.
dude, ever since the mid 2000s, whenever I would go visit family back in Mexico, I had like a lot of family members that were playing KOF, and like some of their usernames would be like their first name with Kusanagi or like some weird combination of things.
Yeah,
Some dudes would
that's
be
where it
blasting
started, dude.
soundtracks. Yep, some dudes would be blasting soundtracks. Like, hey, yo, you like KOF 15?
God
Like,
damn.
or
KOF did have
KOF,
good.
sorry.
KOF did have good music.
Yeah.
A
So
it's a
pretty
me,
nutty.
a mouse,
What up,
not a
mouse?
mouse. But yeah, I feel like a big part of KOF or a big part of like why it was so popular is because it was the most money or it was the most experience for your money because you had three
hmm
Yeah.
characters, you had three rounds and everything like that, and it had a pretty good fighting system. But the fact that it's back in KOF 15, that's super dope, and I like the roster for it too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this might be the first KOF game I buy, like ever.
I'll
Interesting.
pick it up on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So fighting games
Street Fighter
almost
go.
always go on fucking sale.
Yeah,
uh,
Street Fighter going super strong with its latest update. Everybody's good.
Oh, is that what
they
it
do
is?
like yeah, they did like a patch update, and I think they nerfed like a bunch of characters.
No, everybody's good.
Everybody's good now.
Everybody's good now.
Yay! All right, I can. All right, cool, cool. I can live with
It's a
that.
level playing field now.
Interesting.
And then GG Strive. To this day, I haven't played it beyond the beta. So yeah,
It's a really fun game.
hmm
I wish the community as a whole would be a little better. But it's a really fun game.
look, man. Say what you will about GG Strive, but the community will never be as bad as Smash Brothers.
No, nothing will. I don't think I could think of one community that's worse than Smash Brothers community.
Oh no.
Just as a whole, not like, not like set groups and little groups and stuff like,
hmm
but like,
Like just a whole.
yeah, like the percentage of bad over good is like real fucking, real high.
Valorant and League players are up there.
Yeah, oh
Like
my
pros, I
God.
guess I could say.
They're probably top. They're probably, top of the morning.
hmm
Q's not
Yeah.
watching movies. Oh,
Okay.
all right, all right. Little,
Uh.
little movie. But yeah, anything else you could tell us about Evo?
No, that's really pretty much
Like,
about it. It's a Sony partnered venture now. So
okay,
this is gonna be the first Sony Evo.
interesting. Interesting. So
Yeah,
they're gonna give Street Fighter the biggest like stage. Though.
yeah, yeah. No
They
matter
have
what,
they
they're
have.
gonna, yeah.
You know how much money Sony put into fucking Street Fighter?
Shit.
It's a
No,
shit ton.
outside of that, I think the proper investors were like Pokimane and like a bunch of other streamers that reinvested into Evo and bought it with Sony.
Whoa, it's freaking
So
gnarly.
I am expecting some kind of fighting game news. I'm secretly hoping for more news on Project L, because the
Okay.
last time they had news on Project L, it was at Evo.
Yeah. So I mean,
That would make sense.
it'll be the perfect time. Hey,
Mhm.
Twitch rivals for fucking fighting games. Come on, let's
Yo,
go,
let's
let's go.
go. Yes.
I
I'm
think
down for
they
that.
just had something like that
Did they?
too.
They did.
It wasn't. It
Max
wasn't.
had
Was it
go ahead.
Max? I don't think it was
Yeah.
Max. It was somebody else. But they had a big streamer tournament where like a bunch of
That's
like the
cool.
biggest streamers all played for like $100,000 or some shit like that.
Damn, that's big
Um,
money.
there was
Yeah.
another one that AT&T did for 350K.
hmm
What? That's cool.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
but they
And
did
it.
Twitch rivals for MKX and
Yeah, that I
for
knew.
UMVC3, and I think they were trying to do Killer
Uh,
Instinct.
no, this one
Bro,
was Street Fighter 5, and I think like a bunch of people like Shroud was in it, Double Lift was in it,
that's crazy.
Emiru, like a bunch of like big
FPS
names.
dudes,
What's
right?
it? XQC, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
was watching
amazing.
it a bit, and it's crazy how far some people got like by just mashing.
Yeah, yeah.
Just face planning in the control.
Yeah.
Sometimes
While
it's
you
like
guys
that.
keep talking about this, I gotta go tinkle.
Yeah, you
Sorry.
got it. And it's just it's for Street Fighter, it's very interesting how far you can get just by understanding normals.
Oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
just control the pace of the game, and whatever doesn't work, just adapt on the fly. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean you have to know all these combos and shit. Just literally, you can play footsies if you want. If that is not working, do jump attacks. If that doesn't work, back up, throw punches. You'll be surprised what works.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But
Uh,
yeah. Other than that, while we are still here and Angel is taking a little tinkle, um, there is another thing that you wanted to talk about, specifically
Ooh.
in terms of like the media.
Yeah, so you know how things have been kind of getting bad lately for these media services and like how they're getting expensive and they're basically trying to be cable now.
Yeah.
I'm I'm heavily considering dusting off my pirate hat, just like I did in the days of old. If you guys got that reference, more power to you because you guys are mad lads and pirates, and then yar to you. And if you didn't, well,
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
digress. Netflix is continuing that trend of being a crap service. Besides
Yes.
increasing prices, they are literally introducing an ad tier.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what's the popular thing that like old people say? Old people like me.
In my day,
Well, no, it's because like when you pay for cable, you like your kids or anybody around you is like, why don't you just fast forward through the ads? I'm like, I pay for the ads too. I pay for the
yeah.
experience.
What's even worse? You know what's even worse about that? Now that I really think about it, back in the day, cable didn't have ads.
No, it was very minimal.
Even satellite radio didn't have ads, and then
Satellite radio
eventually
didn't
the
have ads,
ads
yeah.
over, and then eventually the ads always win.
Well, now there's ads on top of ads because there's ads and then there's promotions.
Yeah,
Hey, Mr.
welcome
Bimmy,
back.
new follower. Heck yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's friggin'. Wait, we got to follow?
Yeah, Mr. Bimmy.
Hey, it's the friggin' Privy. He's a really great dude.
Heck
He's
yeah.
I love that dude.
Of course
He's
he's a
great.
he's a really great dude. He's here.
I
You
don't
know?
think I can follow.
But yeah, no fucking a. Like Netflix, Hulu, like a bunch of these other services have ad tiers, and I feel like this is just gonna become cable TV all over again, and not the good kind. So we
Yeah.
may have to dust off our pirate hats and just cancel all these services and try to view them in a very different way. For legal reasons, I won't say how,
No, but
but
but your plan is rated R. Okay, whatever.
yeah. But and I like to think that this is Blockbuster's kind of like karmic justice because they've lost over 200,000 subscribers and they're on their way to losing 2 million.
Netflix.
Well,
Oh
that
yeah,
that's honestly their fault.
it is.
Like if you're seeing like the prices of everybody else doing these deals and whatnot, it's like, well, what made you think it was a good idea to raise the price to $15 plus taking away like the passwords of people that aren't in the same household? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, it's dumb.
that's like,
About that price tier, they're gonna increase it to 20.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah. Everybody's leaving, so they need money somehow. You
I'm
know?
out.
Yep,
Hey,
I'm out.
for that, I'm out, dude.
Yeah, no, I got the email and I honestly like took it off. I was like, I'm not doing this shit anymore. Fuck you guys.
You're right. You're right to do that.
Yeah, I was like,
It's so
I'm
fucking
not.
dumb.
I'm paying what is it like $9 for HBO Max? And, like I have a lot more content, like a lot
Yeah,
better movies and
Yeah.
stuff compared
if
to
you
Netflix. Like, I'm not paying for Netflix.
Yeah.
even friggin' Spotify and Hulu give you a free student bundle if you're still a university student. Like you
Mhm.
get Hulu with the ad tiers, obviously, but for free if you're a student.
That's fine.
Yeah, but like it has to be linked to that 5.99 like Spotify
Spotify.
student deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is not bad.
You know,
5.99 for two services is not bad.
I'm waiting for the point in time where either Disney owns all the streaming services and they just like link everything together, or
I
like
mean,
somebody creates some sort of like Sling TV version of it, kind of like how Pluto TV or like fucking Paramount are
Mhm.
trying to do it, you know?
technically Hulu has a Disney Plus like combo deal for like 14.90 something a month.
No, bro. Hulu doesn't have a Disney Plus deal. Disney Plus forced Hulu to have a Hulu deal
There
with
you go.
Disney
You got it.
Plus.
You fucking got it.
Like they
It's like
did,
that.
they reverse engineered themselves into the streaming service.
Yeah, and essentially
Yeah.
it's like, why would I be paying for like, I wouldn't say mediocre, but like things that I can live without watching. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Netflix canceled a lot of their golden eggs. Like they canceled, in my opinion, some great shows, and they invested in the wrong ones. and then they just keep investing in things that just didn't take off or didn't make sense. Like they didn't have an oversight committee,
Yeah,
and
dude.
it's just like no wonder you're increasing prices because you blew your money on shit that didn't need to be blown on.
Yeah, and they did that whole thing where they had like a lot
Well,
of shows that were gonna expire. Shit like that '70s show, and even
The
like
Office.
The Office. You know, even Ghost Adventures is not on fucking Netflix anymore, which
Yeah,
is
but
crazy.
it's like it goes to that one thing where it's like there was companies that like saw the potential and stuff, and they're like, you know what, we are gonna bid for this. We are gonna buy the to buy the rights to be able to to show these shows because that's what people want, you know.
Yeah,
Hmm.
But it is what it is.
yeah,
At least
man.
Netflix is not
Hulu,
getting my money anymore or
at
Vimeo.
least
Yeah,
Hulu
fuck those
main,
guys.
at least Hulu stays relevant by like at least putting up the next day the episodes that were live on TV the day before.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, doesn't Hulu have its own TV service too? If you decide
Hmm.
you want to just fucking watch cable like live, anyways.
Yeah,
yeah, it does
yeah.
have that too.
So it's like,
Like there's no point in like
Like
having cable TV anymore.
to me at this point, how is Netflix going to compare with I keep up bringing HBO Max, but like that's what I've been using these past couple of weeks. Well, point is, what's it called? Like how are you going to compete with like a movie that's been out for years to like a movie that's premiering on HBO Max literally a month after the
month
movie
out.
came out too?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't know, man.
like the Batman's like a prime example is the Batman. It came out last
Yeah,
month in theaters and now it's on HBO.
right here, yeah. Literally premiered this last weekend on
Yeah,
HBO
like
Max.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's not like that fucking that bullshit, what's it called? Disney Plus extra charge where you have to like pay. You know how when Mulan came out?
yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, and then you have to pay like $25 or some shit to watch it on Disney Plus.
I was like hard nope.
Yeah,
$25.
something like
Yeah,
that.
dude.
Bro,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
they're
pay
trying to make you. Mm-mm.
I wouldn't pay $25 to watch the original Mulan in 4K IMAX, whatever the fuck. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's like for HBO Max, it's literally like, all right, cool. 1 month after, here's a fucking movie.
That's
Mm-hmm.
fucking bananas, dude. I can't believe
Hmm.
that shit. I really can't.
Yeah,
Speaking
it's nuts.
speaking of subscription services and things that are fucking bananas,
Yes.
did you guys know that Sega? Oh, no, sorry, that Microsoft did a deal with Sega and Sony to start releasing like or re-releasing or rebooting games.
I hope the Sonic games come out again.
I would
Because
love for Sonic Adventure to get re-fucking mastered.
well, you're gonna have to hold that dream there for a second because they're trying to experiment with Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio.
Which are both super awesome games. I
Right.
We have the Crazy Taxi arcade like 4 blocks away from the house. And it's the legit arcade, the one with the pedal and the wheel and all that other shit.
Hmm.
Oh, it's
Hmm.
so fucking dope.
Oh, dude,
Interesting.
yes. Game over,
How,
yeah.
I- how,
Um,
how did they do Crazy? How did you reboot Crazy Taxi? Do you like make it as big as Grand Theft Auto 5? You know what I
I
mean?
don't know, but see, this is kind of the hole they dug for themselves because now Sega partnered with Microsoft and they're doing like a super games initiative, which is basically like creating games with large communities and the ability to generate a long tail of revenue. So think of it like the Fortnite model of like microtransaction. So it can either be a great thing or it could be a soulless cash grab.
Speaking about
Well,
microtransactions, I get Valorant's a free game, but I'm not paying $50 for a fucking knife.
No.
yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like I'm a skeptic on this. Like I want Jet Set, I've always wanted a Jet Set Radio reboot personally.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like Crazy Taxi can just get an HD upgrade. I don't need it to be remade. I
But
do not need it to be remade because there's no way they're going to be able to remake it in a way where we're all going to be happy. Like there's just no way.
But
Personally, no way.
they have to.
but
They,
that's its own like, I guess you could say like fighting argument to itself. Like to some people, it will make them happy that there's another remake to a game that they probably
yeah.
hold dearly to their own heart.
Like
You know?
I'm not saying like it shouldn't be done or that it can't be realistically possible. It
He's,
can
he's
be.
just saying
It
it
just
could be
depends on
done cheaper. It could be done cheaper than a
Yeah,
full reboot, basically.
exactly. It can be done with no effort in mind.
yeah,
I
that
think a
makes
lot.
sense
I
too.
think a lot of the charm of that game is definitely that it's like old. You know what I mean?
Ye- Yeah, it's
Uh,
like the biggest comparison I have is like Super Mario 3D World versus Super Mario World. I'll always play Super Mario World versus Super Mario 3D World.
I mean,
And
sure.
Super Mario
Yeah,
3D World is literally the 3DS successor to Super Mario World. It's
Yeah,
literally like the
it
remake.
it is. It is.
but I think it comes to the point where it's like I guess they're making the remake to gather a new audience. I guess you can say like
They're bringing people back. Like, hey, we're doing
yeah, to
this.
rekindle like to the younger generation too. It's like Because like if you talk to younger people, it's like I'm not playing that shit game. That's old. You know, it's like that has like that's a 2D game. Like I'm
Dang.
gonna play
Yeah,
this new 3D looking game that just came out. You know,
Imagine not
yeah.
wanting to play an old game like Super Mario RPG.
I could
I
do.
mean there's people like that.
There
That's
is
fair.
because I can't play
Yeah.
Chrono Trigger anymore. Like
Yeah, I remember your stream.
I
You
got
hated
super
it.
pissed. I was so fucking mad about it.
You know what? That's fair.
And
I
it's
can't
like
play fucking.
when
I
I
can't.
no, go ahead.
Mhm. No. Yeah, it's like I can't play certain like games anymore, like for the N64.
Yeah. And it's like when I was talking recently about like
But Shaq Fu is eternal.
okay, so it's like when I was talking about recently when sometimes you're so stuck in like how you used to view something that
Hmm.
you can't look at it in a more like in your adult perspective. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
everybody's like telling me, "Hey, you should play Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is a fantastic game." You know what I mean? I play Chrono Trigger and I do like 3 episodes of it on the stream. I'm like, this game fucking sucks. You
Hmm.
know?
It's like to me, it's like nostalgia is not gonna hold up forever, and especially for companies making new games, they want to make a bang out of their buck. I guess you can say.
Or like
Mm-hmm.
Conkers when I played Conkers when I was like,
Oh, that
okay,
game's always been shit though.
yeah, but
Okay.
okay,
It
look at
had
listen
it
to
had a
this
unique charm.
motherfucker.
It had a unique charm. Conker's Bad Fur Day had a unique charm for when we were growing up with it. When you go back and revisit it as an adult, you're like, the controls are clunky. It's a little weird. The story's still kind of funny, but you
I,
could tell it's made for a teenager.
as a
But
kid, I
yeah,
hated that game.
It's just because it
I
wasn't
just,
Mario 64. It didn't play like it.
yeah.
it didn't feel fun to me. I
Yeah.
guess you can say.
No, you're
I,
100%. I agree with you 100%.
I mean, there was a world dedicated to literal shit.
If the Conkers that was on my wall was mine, I'd fucking drop it on the floor and elbow drop it. I swear to God, I would. But I
That's
eventually
why
have
I
to
find
give
it
that back
so.
to duct tape. So
I find that's why I find it so crazy how much it sells
Yeah,
for like a
I'm
new
not.
box.
I think it was weird because it was during the era that Rare was just experimenting with shit, like before they lost like their company,
yeah.
and They just took him out of like freaking Diddy Kong Racing. They're like, all right, just give him a game.
Like
Oh,
me personally, one of my favorite games growing up, like on the 64, was Donkey Kong.
Donkey
Like,
Kong 64.
yeah,
you mean
Okay.
the one you have in your hand.
the which hand, Angel? Which
Uh,
hand?
the middle one.
Yep, the middle one. You're right.
I remember fucking loving using Diddy Kong and
You
Chunky
have
Kong.
fucking two,
I
motherfucker.
have two copies of Donkey Kong
Yeah,
64.
those were the games that I loved, and then like Donkey Kong Country on the like not even on like on a console on my fucking on my Game Boy, I would play Donkey Kong Country.
So
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's so I played Donkey Kong Country 2 on my Game Boy, and I've been told as I grew up that that's the best way to play. That's the best version of that game is the Game Boy
Hundred
Yeah.
percent.
version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So I also recently played Donkey Kong Country with Sterling, like maybe about a month ago or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
on his stream, and I was like, we were talking about old school games and stuff like that. I was like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, I've never played Donkey Kong Country on Super Nintendo, like the first one. That's the one we were
What?
playing. Yeah, I'd never played it in my life.
I've never played it like that either.
I have.
It was fun.
I had. Yeah, it's
I suck
stupid
at it.
fun.
I suck at it so bad.
Nothing will ever tilt you more as a kid than trying to play Minecart Madness on Donkey Kong Country on the SNES. Nothing will.
We were getting there too.
Yeah, dude. I remember if you ever needed. Okay, so you know how they say you remember your good experiences, but you remember your worst experiences just as much, if not more.
Yeah,
Minecart Madness was my fucking like. It was my rage moment as a kid.
I feel that. I have I have one in Super Mario World. It's the Star World map or the Super Secret Road or whatever the fuck it's called. After the Star World.
Hmm.
The level where you have to inflate Mario and go through the fucking area. I don't know if you remember that one where you turn him into a balloon and
Mm-mm.
you have to
There
keep
were
going
some
through.
levels that you have to do that.
No,
Yeah,
there's one specifically that the whole level is just that. You have to turn him into a balloon and you have to keep going and keep finding the other balloon power-ups so that you can make
it's
it
a
throughout the
secret
whole
Star
map.
World.
Yeah,
It's a secret Star World.
yeah, it sucks balls. It's the my least favorite map of
Yep.
any Mario game ever.
Do you want me to tell you how to cheese it?
I know how to now, but like, you know, when I
Dude,
was a child, it's different.
You did not know this.
Yeah,
I
it
knew
pissed me
this as a
off.
kid. I knew this as a kid because I was very curious. I was like, yo, some of these levels I just do not want to deal with. So all I would do is go to Star World, get a blue Yoshi, eat a fucking Koopa shell because it
There's no
turns
Koopa shell
anything
in
into
there.
wings. Yeah, there is.
There is in
Yeah,
the
there is.
there is in the middle of the map, so you also need.
You no, you have to hit the you either have to hit the football dude or jump very far and wait for the Koopa to like start flying your direction. You
Yeah,
can barely hit it if you
yeah,
time it right.
that's what I was gonna say. I was like, you either have to like find a way to get all the way over there, or you have to have the cape so that you can glide around and stomp on
Yep.
things until you get there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. You have to get the cape and the blue Yoshi.
yeah, that's a lot. That's a
So
huge
so
investment.
I was like, nope, I refuse because there were always these piranha plants that shot out fire and all these other obstacles. I was like, nope, not dealing with this. Just gonna cheese it.
Yeah, but yeah, everybody's got those like I fucking hate that shit when I was a kid.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Speaking of hating or semi-hating,
Wait a minute.
why don't we just what am I missing? What am I
No,
missing?
no,
What
go
am I
ahead.
missing?
No, go ahead. I'm just
Uh,
kidding.
let's get into our hot topic of the night, our very popular topic,
Heck
our
yeah.
topic that our friggin Gouda Gras. I guess that's
Our
my play
coup de
on a coup
grace.
de gras.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good, guys.
uh,
This is
fu-
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say fucking Elden Ring, bro.
Goddamn
Mm-hmm.
Elden Ring. So this game took everybody by storm. Souls players alike, as well as freaking newcomers. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
What an absolute fucking treasure this game has been, just in general. And there's people screaming to the heavens, just game of the year already. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We're still in like we're about to hit second quarter, of the year, and it's already fucking. This is it. This is as good as it's gonna get.
Dude, this game has surprised me on so many levels, and without getting too into it, right? Like, when people say game of the year, like, I don't remember a game hooking me this hard, like, ever since Final Fantasy X or
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 2. I had this game since like a couple days after it came out, that first Sunday that it came out, and I will have well over 110 hours in this game, and I still haven't beaten it to get New Game Plus yet.
Yeah,
But that's by
Like,
choice.
no,
that is
yeah, no, no,
yeah.
no, no. I mean, like that's what I mean. Like this game is making me do shit that I haven't done since Final Fantasy X. Like in Final Fantasy X, I think I logged over like 292 hours.
Yeah. Well, you also had to do the capture
This,
quests
this,
and shit.
yeah, the capture quest, the celestial weapons, like it made me want to do it. Versus like I don't care about this shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
Elden Ring is the same thing. It's like you can technically fuck around and find out with the actual quest line, or you can fuck around and find out by exploring the map and finding catacombs and extra shit and defeating other people.
Yeah,
And it's like, all right, bet.
it's huge, and I'm very curious to know if DLC will be incoming for this game or if this is it. Because, like, honestly,
Well,
if this was it, that would still be super good.
Well, to answer your question, yes and no, because they just released a patch where they have a new couple of quest lines for patches.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro,
So
Patch is fucking dead from my run.
But you know what I mean? Like the developers didn't have to do that, but they were like, all right, cool, here's a patch, more quest lines for patches. If they do stuff like that for balance updates and they just release new quest lines for certain NPCs, like
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Well,
Like I wouldn't even be mad.
I'll tell you why they did that for patches specifically. It's because he's been in every single Souls game.
I've heard that he is literally multiversal and he trolls you in every single game.
Right? Yeah. In every game, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Hey,
But
we got Mouse here. I love watching Dr. Mick play it. He has zero interest in the story and the plot. He just loves going around and smacking shit. And that's exactly
exactly. Like,
that's a
I think
huge part
that's
of it. That's a huge part
yeah.
of it.
That's I fell in love with this game. I legit people were like, "Oh, Breath of the Wild is an inspiration or blah blah." I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
What are you talking
Like,
about? It's exactly an inspiration. Are you
Yeah.
actually fucking like losing your mind, old man?
I may be that old age. I'm 32. I may now be developing early on forms of paranoid
Like
schizophrenia or
fucking
just Alzheimer's. Who knows?
onset Alzheimer's and shit.
Just take me out behind the shed. Put me down. Put me out of my misery.
Of course, fucking Breath of the Wild is the fucking inspiration for this game. Look at the way
But
look at the way the fucking entire world is designed.
well, the world design, not the fucking gameplay mechanics, the story, all of that good
You,
Well,
stuff.
obviously,
you
'cause
realize Dark Souls is just fucking Legend of Zelda, right? Like
on hard mode.
I shouldn't be the one to have to tell you this. I feel like you should know this
Uh,
already because you've played Legend of Zelda.
well, to be fair, my Legend of Zelda knowledge is very limited
From what I've
to.
heard, it's like Legend of Zelda, but on hard mode.
It's all it is. It's just big boy. It's just adult Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
My Legend of Zelda knowledge is literally limited to Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker.
All of the games that are exactly the things that make up fucking Dark Souls. It's legitimately Twilight Princess is the thing that makes up Dark Souls.
Oh well, fuck me then. I guess I wasn't drawing comparisons.
But
But if you
yeah,
asked me to pick one or the other, I'd pick Elden Ring.
of course you would.
Yeah,
But I don't know,
I,
dude. Breath of the
mm,
Wild 2 might be a thing. Might
I
be.
don't know.
I hope so. I hope it's like so like so ahead of its time that they literally have to fucking make the Switch 2, for it to come out.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm legitimately considering getting Breath of the Wild. Just like I was talking I think we were talking about this last like during the interim cast like with Jeremy.
Yeah.
Like where it's like I think I'm gonna get Breath of the Wild. I think the weapons crafting system might piss me off a little bit,
Mhm.
but we'll see.
It's interesting. I think after maybe like 10 hours of the game, like it stops being a problem because
Hmm.
you become so used to like the durability factor that you play smarter. You don't do dumb fights that you don't need to do, and
Yeah.
you learn how to like move your equipment around in the
Have you
sense that
not met me?
no, no, like I'm saying, like it's gonna force you to do it. You have no fucking choice.
God damn it. Because I like to unga bunga sometimes, and then sometimes I'm like, all right, I'll unga selectively bunga.
Yeah, and it also has slow motion like arrow like
Yeah, it does.
I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen the slow mechanics. I was like, all right, that's a little nice touch to like the time mechanics that they're
eh,
known
I
for.
I think the parry system in Breath of the Wild is better than Elden Ring though. Because
I got pissed off with parry during the Cave of Knowledge and never used it again.
you're fucking insane because that's you could kill any fucking enemy in the game with parrying. Like it
That's
makes
a test.
everything easy as fuck.
You want me to tell you how much I did not know about Elden Ring? I'm level 170 probably by now, and I didn't know that rune arcs were needed to activate the great rune that I had equipped. I thought it was just always equipped.
It doesn't tell you like at the first point. So it's
Yeah, it
like I
does
can
that.
understand
Yeah.
that. I can understand that.
No,
The
no,
only
no,
reason
but
I found out was because of Yaki and Ish.
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't know about my wonder physic until like I don't know, I forgot like what part of the game. I think it
Well,
was like 20, 30
But
hours in.
it
that
was
should
a
have been pretty fast.
well. Some people
Honestly.
just didn't go there. You know,
No, no,
just
Yeah.
no,
like
I had the wonder physic, but I never used it.
oh, okay. Well,
Like
maybe you just don't read. Have you ever thought that maybe you just don't read?
no, I did. They're like, "Oh, use the wonder physic or whatever," and I'm like, "Cool. This probably works the same way as my other flasks, and I'll get more than one." No, and then like, "Oh, you get all these tiers." I'm like, "Cool." And then I read the effects. And I'm like, "All right, does this last a while? Does this not last a while?" It's
What do you mean tears?
the crystal
The
tiers.
crystal tiers that you put in
Mm.
the physic.
Hmm. And apparently, depending on which version you decide to mix or whatever cocktail you make, can either last 10 seconds or a full minute.
Yeah. The 10-second
So
ones are like extremely specific though. It's like the
yeah,
one
like
with
the
the
damage
mana, the
negations.
damage negation or the mana one.
Mm-hmm.
Um but yeah. No, I'm just gonna chalk it up that you don't read because every time you go to a grace, you can see that there's like change the
A bunch of
wondrous
shit,
physic
yeah.
and shit.
Oh no, no, I explored all that stuff. Like I genuinely explored all that stuff. I just wasn't using the physic as much because I thought
It
same
would
rules apply.
always be on because you had it or what?
Yeah,
Mm, got it. Or almost like
but
you thought it
on
was like an attachment to your fucking regular floss.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So but whatever. No, but like honestly, like I think I was like 13 to 15 or maybe 20 hours into the game before I realized I can actually use summons. I was tackling all these bosses solo.
Which is crazy. Okay, so like I said, I played a lot of the Souls games. So as soon as I talked to Randy, I was like, oh, okay, I guess I can summon stuff. But I didn't
Yeah.
realize that there was only specific places you can summon until I noticed that
Hmm.
little thing on the bottom of the screen. And
The little graveyard symbol.
oh,
Hmm.
okay, now it makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that there were different tiers of summons. Like there's the regular, special, and I forgot what other tier. And then I was just
Fucking
using.
clone.
I legit was just using wolves the entire time. My three little wolves until like.
There's people that swear by wolves though.
Yeah, they're like that's an actual meta. It's like to only run wolves because
Yeah.
of the stagger they can get.
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Nah, I got tired after I forgot what boss specifically kept fucking with my wolves, like one shotting them. I was like, nope,
But did you
time
level
to
them
tag
up
out.
before then?
I did. They were like 7 or 8.
Oh, okay. I feel like it doesn't matter until 10. Like that's when they
Mhm.
really start to shine. Like
Yeah, and
all of them
then
across the entire board.
so right now I just rely on Oleg, the dual wielding sword motherfucker, the knight.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice. That is an
Yeah,
absolute interesting choice.
that dude has helped me against a lot of grafted scions in Haligtree.
I hate grafted scions, but I don't hate them as much as I hate Crucible Knights. So
Yeah,
I-
Crucible Knights could fucking look nuts, bro. I don't.
if you want to
They're
trigger an
so
Elden Ring player, just mention Crucible Knights.
they're so
they're the
annoying.
worst, and they're the worst new enemy by
And
far.
then the staggers from the dogs too. I think those two are my no, the birds. I would say
Yeah,
The ones in Caelid?
any of
no,
them,
just yeah, any of them.
any
Like birds is
winged, any winged creature.
yeah. The fucking dragonflies are fucking annoying.
Eh. Um, I think the worst like sub bosses that I've ever fought were those annoying cat like statues, the ones with the swords and the magic.
Oh, really? Annoying
Like
in like what
like
way?
like annoying when you're fighting two of them.
Oh, okay. And
But
they
that's why
kind of
like
and
never mind.
Because if you're fighting singular, they're easy to deal with.
yeah.
When you're fighting them both as like a boss, fuck that.
It's because like the AI is designed to like not leave you a lot of open spaces. So it's like one will attack and then the other one will attack and then the you know
Hmm.
the other one will
Mm-hmm.
reset its animation and then it'll attack you again and it'll keep doing it. But
Dude,
yeah.
man. Oh, 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 the fucking the apostle ones, the dual apostle battles. You defeat fuck me, dude. I hated that one all the way in the crumbling
Yeah.
Falam Azula or whatever the hell it's
Faramazula,
called.
yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that boss battle.
That one was fucking kind of an interesting one, but is it's always a thing in the Souls games where if you have to fight two bosses at once,
Hmm.
it's gonna be down to like either just playing the game a whole bunch, or if it's
Hmm.
your first time, it's just like it's finding out where one of them does a stupid thing and then hitting them and backing up and hitting them and backing up and you know what I mean? Taking like
Hmm.
Yeah.
little bit shots until they're dead
Yeah,
because it's
Yeah,
obnoxious.
I think that boss. I think the dual crucibles, like
Mhm.
the Crucible Knight, and then whatever the other one is called.
The Begotten, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that guy. That fight's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
The twin godskins are fucking annoying.
Yeah.
yep.
Like
Freaking.
I think
the singular godskin is fucking annoying.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think I had Chizo help me out with that one. I think the
Maybe.
Divine Tower and Caelid. When I
Yeah.
got all the way to the bottom, I was like, "Yo, Chizo, I need your fucking help."
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. What a fight.
Yeah,
uh,
they're super annoying.
I did want to talk briefly about how did you guys feel that about the lands between? How do you feel that they designed kind of the world of Elden Ring?
In a
Angel, you
sense,
first.
to me, it felt like very linear. Like,
Okay.
like obviously, it's not supposed to be like a very direct thing where it's like you're supposed to know everywhere, every place you're supposed to go and whatnot.
Mhm.
But it's like it gives you enough to kind of like leeway yourself into certain areas, I guess you could say.
Okay.
For me, it wasn't that bad. Like to Angel's point, like it can be linear, like because the graces literally they guide you in the general direction. But there's so much stuff. Like just to put it in perspective, I played this game 108 hours. I still haven't found every single bit of the map, and I've explored the full like known map, both
Yeah.
under and above ground.
Mhm.
I go back to even fucking Limgrave. I just barely discovered the Jar Village.
Yeah.
Like and I have a shitload of grace that even my eyes are like, yo, I've been here already.
Yeah.
So it's really fun trying to go back and be like, yo, maybe I missed something, and I did, and it's fun. It's like I don't get irritated. It's like, oh, cool, that's something to keep my mind on when I do my next fucking playthrough or this and this, and like I go back and finish other quest lines that I left abandoned, and it's like
Yeah. For
I have fun.
for your next playthrough, I will tell you this much. It'll show you all the map that you've gotten
Mm-hmm.
in addition to all the places that you found, but it won't give you the graces there.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah. So that's just something for
That's
you to look forward to when you do New Game Plus.
that's even better, which means I won't miss anything anymore.
Yeah. Or,
Yeah. Or you miss more because
because you know about that, you're like, I don't have to go there anymore. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh, and And I didn't know this. There is no quote unquote time progression in the game unless you rest at the friggin' Grace.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Or
went to
die.
Nightfall or die. I went to Nightfall just as an experiment and revisited a lot of the areas that I visited. There's a shitload of night bosses I missed.
The Knights Cavalries, yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm over here on a bridge and I hear boss music. I'm like, didn't I clear this bridge already? And then I just hear a fucking galloping horse behind me, like, ah, shit.
You can only fight Deathrite birds at night as well.
Yup. Which, by the way, fuck those birds.
I like the one in Caelid. I think he's like the big boss. Or one
I
of
didn't
them.
even fucking I didn't even fight one in Caelid, so I have to go back and fight one in Caelid. I
Yeah.
fought the one near the fire giant, and that was the first one I ever fought.
The one in Caelid is like if you're going into Caelid from the church, the one that's on fire,
Uh-huh.
and you go towards the Divine Tower, if you follow that mountain range, you'll
Mhm.
find the Deathrite bird. It's like somewhere in between.
Mhm.
Also, I don't know if you guys have had this. Fuck the bell-bearing hunter. Fuck him. He's managed to find me twice whenever I randomly teleport to a merchant or a church,
Yeah.
and he's killed me every single time, and I'm level 170.
Interesting.
You know,
Every single time.
there's a saying where I come from. It's get good. So
Dude. Like this
Yeah.
dude, I don't know what it is. Like I'll be wearing like my best armor, my best weapons, and like I barely make half dent.
well,
And I'm just
you
like,
got to think about it. You got to think about
Ish told me this, and Yaki told me this. Armor doesn't fucking matter.
it doesn't.
no, no,
And
just fuck you.
I've noticed it just doesn't do shit, bro.
So
Unless it's like unless you're wearing things that help you with bleed and all that stuff, then it makes sense. Or like ups your
yeah.
or anything like that, then it makes sense. But it's like if this is basic armor, it's not gonna do shit.
Yeah. No, but this ball bearing hunter, fuck him, dude. I need to fight him. Like it's been my personal vendetta to try to find this motherfucker and kick his ass.
You'll get him. You'll get him eventually. It's a very popular thing, though. There's a reason why the term fashion souls exists, where you definitely do like start wearing like cooler armors, even though like armor doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
also an extremely popular thing that got real popular in like Dark Souls 1. And I
Mhm.
think I told Yaki about it, where it's like you go throughout the entire game wearing a burlap sack over your head, and that's all you wear throughout the entire game. Because why would you care about armor if the point is to never get hit?
You know what? That kind of brings up a really interesting thing in the community for me because you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know you're aware of this. I don't know if Angel's aware of this because I've been retweeting a
so.
bunch of shit or liking a bunch of shit on Twitter. I'm about this really famous dude through the community called Let Me Solo Her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the way that the fandom has created art and like reveled this dude is amazing. Like this dude wears nothing but a fucking jar on his head and just beats the shit out of Melania with two katanas.
I wonder if anybody's like 3D printed that guy yet.
They have.
Yeah,
They
they
have.
have.
Oh, that's
They
fantastic.
have.
That's amazing.
And this dude's like proving the point. Get good, don't get hit.
So apparently that guy was also modded into Elden Ring,
Mhm.
so you can use him as a summon. So that's amazing too. It's just this community has only gotten better, and I'll tell you that about the Dark Souls community, it's one of the greatest of all time in terms of just like how much people want to add to like what is already an existing thing. They're
Mhm.
so supportive in that sense. Obviously, there's also some fucking pieces of shit who like invade you with like the highest level gear when you're in Limgrave still. Um, but that's gonna be everywhere. But like as far as like people bringing stuff back into the game, as part of a community, it's like one of the greatest, dude. It's so
Yeah.
fucking good.
I still have yet to invade somebody, and you're just gonna inspire me to just troll people now.
Just invade, even if you lose, even if you like don't think you're going in to win, just invade. It's fun. It's super fun.
I'm gonna.
I've
I
I've
have
I
to.
I won a 2v1 on my first invasion when I was doing the Mogwin quest.
Yeah, because for Mogwin you have to do an invasion, right?
Three invasions. Yeah.
Huh.
But I won the first one, a 2v1, because
Hmm.
I fucking dragged people away from where they were at, and I like circled them around in this big ass Pride Rock looking fucking thing. And
Yeah.
and I had one of them fall, and the other one was on top, throwing like fucking lightning bolts, and it was this whole thing. If I can find the clip, I'll bring it up to you guys eventually. It was pure magic. Those guys got fucked.
I think I laughed all the times that when you guys were helping me out, I got invaded and they just got wrecked every single time. And it's just like, what are you guys really trying to do? Oh, you died. The elements killed you. Awesome.
Expect there to always be 3 people.
Yeah.
So there's that. But
Damn.
anyways,
Yes.
I do while we're talking about Elden Ring, I do want to talk about a lot of people. Anytime a new Souls game comes out, there's always this fucking thing, this obnoxious, like casual ass fucking response. It's like maybe they should make an easy mode for this game.
No,
No.
they shouldn't. No,
No.
fuck that.
No. No.
Right.
No. The reason I like this game, and it's not because of the difficulty level, it's because it makes you flex your muscles, which is your fucking brain. Like, learn enemies. Don't fucking button mash. Don't unga bunga. This isn't Onimusha. This isn't Devil May Cry, although I love Devil May Cry. This is not Bayonetta. Like, you can't just hack and slash awesome shit and expect to win.
Think, Tarnished. You gotta think.
I think my argument is just that these games were made, like the developers and the creators made this game to be hard. You know, it's like why are they going to cater to like
Mhm.
I wouldn't even say like the yeah, because like the people that do love Elden Soul is like or like Elden Ring and like Dark Souls is like they play it for the challenge, you know, they don't play it because there's an easy mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's essentially it's like so they're gonna cater to the community that's already been established. You know, they're not gonna cater to these like, oh my god, I got one shot by a person because I didn't learn how to dodge and roll. You know, it's like
You gotta learn the
it's
four
that
Ds, man.
yeah, it's like it's that argument. It's like this game was made to be hard. It wasn't made to like make people happy. You know, or like the skill gap, I guess you
There
could
you
say.
go. See, Mouse knows what's up.
I was like, you could be a casual on fighting
He's
games.
like,
Yeah.
who wants an easy mode? I'm like, the Dark Souls games are great. I'm like, it's a huge issue with the casuals. Been for a long time. Just like the casuals just need to get fucking good. You
It's
know what
Like
fucking
I
true.
mean?
and it goes to that argument. It's like when you're playing ranked and they're like, "Oh, this guy's fucking sweaty." Like, yeah, obviously, you
He's
know,
playing ranked.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you're playing
Mm-hmm.
ranked. Like, and essentially, Elden Ring is like the I guess not
It's,
the ranked, but it's just like a hard game. So if you're gonna play it, expect it to be hard.
Elden
Yeah.
Ring is like okay, so Elden Ring is like in Street Fighter when you're like in the training mode, learning your combos, but literally any second you could start a fucking ranked match.
Yeah,
That's what Elden Ring is. Any second some asshole can invade you with his bullshit like death build and kill your entire party.
and it's like, oh, I want an easy mode to experience what people are experiencing. That's like here, but it's not gonna be the same, you know.
Nope.
And for
And just
me, no, go ahead, go.
no, I was gonna say, just do what I did. Just grind it out for 30 levels around the map.
Yeah, and
Learn, get good.
it's a weird thing to say that, especially with Elden Ring, since it technically is the easiest Souls game that they've
Mhm.
made. The hardest probably still being Sekiro and Bloodborne.
Ooh.
Um, I think it's so weird. I think it's so weird that people are still having like this issue, with the
Because
Souls
like at
games.
the end of the day, I think the most rewarding thing is like yeah, the story and all that stuff. But it's like definitely when you finally beat the boss you were stuck on for like either like very briefly or for hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And it's like when I beat Malekith, I was like, oh my god, fuck this fucking boss. I'm glad I'm done with this shithead.
I
That
actually
sucks.
beat that shit feed on my second attempt.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Like legit, I was just like I told Chizo, and he was just like, "Fuck you" in particular, and I was
Yeah.
just like,
And then he told
"What?"
me what level he was. I was like, "Oh, okay, well that makes sense."
Obviously, you beat him. Yeah, like
He was like 80 levels higher than he should have been.
yeah.
I was like, I
At
can't
this
blame
point,
me for doing all this.
at this point, if Graham beats anybody or if he loses to anybody, I'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No, no, no. Lord of Blood whooped my ass hard, despite
Well,
me being over leveled.
it's because he has that
Melania
Because
kicked
stupid.
my
It's
ass.
because he
you're
has
running a
that
bleed
stupid.
build, yeah.
Yeah,
No, 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 no. But I used the curse of the blood tier physics, so I was immune to a lot of his shit.
yeah. It's because
But
he's a
if
piece
you're
of shit
making if
boss.
you bleed him, he gets stronger.
Yeah, he does more damage based on if you bleed him.
Ah, that makes sense.
That's why.
Hence why he's
That's
the
why.
Lord of the Blood.
That's why I froze him
Yeah,
instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Fair enough. No, and then Melania, fucking, it took me over an hour on stream to kick her ass, and I died so many times.
Yeah, I think it took me around the same, about an hour.
I was like, nope.
And it's like it wasn't until like that last fight I fought her that I started using my Dark Souls brain to fight her. Where when she does her like Omni Slash, I'm like, why am I dodging back? I'm a fucking idiot. I should just be dodging towards it.
Forward. Yep.
Yeah. So I was like, so
Uh,
once I did that, like the fight was basically over.
Yeah.
Um, and it just, it'd be like that. But yeah, I don't think any of the Souls games should have an easy mode because
nope.
it's
This game's
not,
not for everyone.
yeah, and
I can
it's,
tell you that. If yeah.
no, go ahead.
If you're gonna complain about the difficulty, just don't play it. Because I honestly don't think there should be an easy mode to any of these
Yeah.
games.
And even more so, I think this is the one, this is the game that literally is for everyone. Like this one
Mhm.
specifically is the one that
Yeah,
we've made for everyone.
and that's what caught me off guard because I remember talking to you specifically, like not pre-show, but like a while back when I first got it. You're like, "Oh yeah, you should enjoy this. This is one of the easiest Souls games ever." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And now like you sent me down this rabbit hole where I want to play the other Souls games, and it's just like I'm gonna enjoy this. So now I'm gonna go back play Bloodborne, Sekiro, DS1, maybe 2 and 3. Like,
I recommend if you play Bloodborne, you find a way to get that 60 frame patch. Because
because
there's
I have it on PlayStation. I got it for free.
if you play Bloodborne, I
Mm-hmm.
suggest you find a way to get that 60 frame patch because it
Ah,
could be
fun.
spotty because the game runs at like 25 native and it can get down to like 18 in certain areas just in general.
Damn it. All
Terrible.
right.
Us-
Fine. I'll find it on. I'll get it on PC and get that patch.
There's a weapon that I specifically use in Bloodborne that drops the fucking frame rate of the game.
No fucking.
Yeah, that's how fucked up it is.
So that's why it's the
Eh,
hardest Souls game.
no, it's hard because it's hard, but you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's fucking hard. Um
it's hard. It's hard. Like what kind of cheese is the hardest?
there's a lot of hard cheeses. What are you talking about?
Like the
Mostly
hardest
all
hard
cheeses
cheese.
are pretty hard.
The hardest hard cheese?
Yeah, there's gotta be. There's gotta be. There's gotta. It's kind of like steel and iron. There's gotta be like an actual
That's a
metric. Like there's
great question, actually. Let me look that up. Hardest cheese.
to cut.
It's called Troopy. Chirupy. Chirpy? Chirpy.
Hold on. Let's see. I feel like there's an actual pronunciation there somewhere because I
Chirpy.
saw it too.
Chirpy?
Shirupi.
Chirpy. It's Chhurpi.
Okay. So Sherpy. Let's just call it
Chirpy.
Sherpy.
It
Uh,
is from the highlands of the eastern Himalayas.
awesome. So now we have a metric. We
Yeah.
have a metric.
It looks like fucking croutons, dude. Holy shit.
Does it?
So
Yeah.
I feel like we should just have cheese metrics from now on. This is a Shroopy
This-
out of 5.
Yeah, there you go. And Dark Souls 2 is like a mozzarella out of 5.
Isn't it the worst?
It's also the worst, but it's also the fucking it's this if Elden Ring didn't exist, it would be the easiest to get.
Wait,
Dark Souls
2 or
2.
3?
Dark Souls 2.
2? Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm always told to never play Dark Souls 2.
I mean, if you're gonna experience them all, play it, but just play it like last or something, or play it first or play it last. You know?
Is it the
Mhm.
DMC2 of Dark Souls?
Yeah, it is actually.
Oh
It's
shit.
exactly that. It is exactly
Yee.
that. It is. It suffers from the fact that it came after one of the greatest games ever made. Like that's the shittiest part about it.
Oh, so they were having performance issues.
They didn't have the original director,
Ah, pain.
so it's it runs differently. Um,
Massive pain. I really want to get Sekiro though. Like I really, really want Sekiro.
thanks you.
I know. I want that.
I can't even fucking count on like I can't even count at how many times that game fucking made me mad on stream.
Really?
Yeah, that game pissed me the fuck off, dude. That
Hold on,
game's
let me.
so fucking aggravating. Some of the shit in that game is so fucking annoying.
Hold
But
on. Hold on.
once you get towards the end, it's like
Super
you're
easy, I
like,
guess you can
it's
say.
not that it's super easy. It's just like it's worth it. Like you
Uh,
see the flag at the end, and you're just like you've become so strong.
that
Where
makes
it's
sense.
where it's like you have options.
Sekiro's God of the Year. Good God. Game of the damn, I got God of War Ragnarok on the brain.
I
Game
love
of the Year edition is $60.
Interesting.
I say you get it when it's on sale. If you can get it for like
Yeah,
$45,
then
that
it's worth it.
That's a
that's a
steal.
really good deal. Yeah, that's probably like one of the better deals.
Fair enough.
Because $60 to fucking slam your face on the fucking on the ground is a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
Um,
Jesus. Tell me how
do it
you
for
really
free.
feel.
Yeah, fuck that game. Now that I'm done with it, fuck it. I'm done with it, and I did it like I did the true ending for that game too. So it's like
Oh, did
fuck
you?
it even more. Yeah.
Jesus.
Um.
Where's DS3?
Anyways, fucking going back to Elden Ring and fuck that stupid shit about easy mode. Um. How did you guys like? What? Can you guys tell me a little bit about like maybe your favorite bosses in the game?
Angel, you can
Uh,
go first, actually.
what would be my favorite? I would say Radon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think like
Star Scourge
aesthetic.
Radon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aesthetically, I think what is it? Renala had a pretty good stage. Like it was beautiful as fuck, but she was like the easiest boss out of all
Oh
of them.
yeah. And
Yeah.
she didn't even die.
Yeah, she doesn't die, but she gives you like I guess the most like one of the most essential things you could do
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most
in Elden
useful
Ring.
things for sure.
Yeah, the biggest utility.
Yeah.
Um, but I wouldn't say she was my favorite. Like I just like the how it looks. It's like I don't
That's
know if you guys ever
gorgeous.
saw Kingdom Hearts 3 like towards like the end.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Yeah.
talk. I thought you were to talk about the Aqua thing, because it kind of
No,
looks
no,
like
no.
that too.
Yeah, like when you're in Sora's like I forget what in Sora you're in.
Hmm.
And it's just like a skyline and like apparently that's his soul and all that stuff. It's like the most beautiful shit ever.
Oh heck yeah.
When I played it, and I was like, when I saw this, I was like, this is like the opposite of that. It's night. There's a big moon. It's like the
Yeah.
water's reflecting on the sky. I
Yeah.
thought that was beautiful. But overall, I think Radon was my favorite
So
because of like
Hmm.
how it builds up.
yeah, definitely.
Mine was that weird dragon that you fight when you do Fia's quest.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The
Oh,
Argosax, I think it was.
Hmm.
Yeah. That one,
the
that
one you
one.
have to use a specific sword and shit.
No, I didn't use a
No,
specific sword. That's Rick. Actually,
that's Praetor Rickard.
Yeah,
yeah,
Rickard. Yeah, yeah.
it's between Argosax and Rickard.
Rickard was a cool fight because it reminded
I,
me of a previous Dark
I-
Souls.
it was a
What is it?
two-faced fucking boss, which by the way, fuck Rickard hard.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Like
Uh,
he
I
Not a
haven't
great
fought
guy.
him, but I have seen like people fight him. What's his name? The Dragon Lord, Placidus or whatever his name is.
Placidus or Parallax or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah,
I fought that guy. He's a
yeah.
interesting fight.
I
Interesting fight.
thought the way you would like you get into that fight and like how it goes back in time essentially
Yeah.
like and then all of a sudden this big dragon like two-headed dragon comes at you and shit. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
there is a that's like a huge reference to like things in Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne
Mhm.
because you do very similar things in that game. Like the last boss of Dark Souls, as far as like uh continuity, like including DLC, it's literally that. It's like a time travel thing and it's super dope.
Yeah. And then I would say like I would like now playing like all the bosses. I would say like either Godric or Morgott are like the my least favorite, I guess you could say.
Morgott or Margit?
Margit.
Okay, okay. Like the
Because I was
first
like,
two bosses basically.
yeah, because
Yeah.
like once you go to like the other bosses, you're like, well, those were lackluster as fuck.
Yeah. But it was the way it's I feel like those bosses were made specifically for new players. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Hmm.
this is tutorial. Like Dark Souls is very good at like putting a tutorial at the beginning of the game that is a lot longer than any other game's tutorial.
Yeah.
Where Dark Souls 1, the tutorial would be like once you ring the two bells, and that's like fucking like 6 hours into the game. It depends on how fast you do it, you know?
Yeah.
Uh,
I to me, like the reason Radon's my favorite is because like it builds up to it. It's like, oh, the festival of Radon, like
yeah.
and you get that fucking cutscene before you fight him of him like explaining why Radon is the way he is now.
Yeah.
hmm
And
And
it's
then you
like
can summon a bunch of fucking allies and like patches that nopes right the fuck out.
and yeah, and they all fucking die.
Yeah. It's very interesting when you learn about Radon and Renala and the rest of
Yeah.
them that they're this gigantic family.
hmm
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's crazy. It that's kind of new to the series where it's like it's not usually like that. That like all the major bosses you fight are just like
Our family.
a family. Yeah, they're like
Literally
Yeah.
Vin Diesel meme.
nieces and nephews and shit.
And they all connect with like the black knife and all that stuff, and
Yeah,
how like Melania is like a common target for all of them.
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy.
and Randy's betrayal and all that stuff.
Yeah, Randy's betrayal,
Yeah.
all that,
If Randy
and
just
then
didn't do that, like none of that world would have been as fucked as it
yeah,
was.
Like America,
America, yeah, America and Radagon.
yeah, Radagon,
That's
like
what
why the fucking the churches are like are everywhere and why they're so important and all that stuff.
I actually that's actually something I wanted to talk about in a little bit, because that's
Yeah.
what I was reading about. As I was reading about America and Radagon.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that Ram, do you have any specific bosses?
Mm, that I hated.
Favorite and worst.
No, favorite for sure is Argosax
Okay,
or what was the other one that I said? Sorry, Rickard.
Praetor
Rickard
Rickard.
too.
Yeah. Least favorite for sure.
Yeah.
Either Lord of Blood or Millennia.
Okay.
Uh, just because of difficulty, not because like they suck or whatever. But if that's the criteria,
Uh-huh.
mm, hmm, hmm.
Because Morgott is the one that turns into the guy that sends you into the air, huh?
Yeah.
I'd
That
say
fucking
Godric the Grafted. Fuck
Godric the
him.
Grafted is your least favorite.
Fuck him in particular.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
fuck him hard.
He's the lord of all that's gold.
Fuck him. He can be the lord of these nuts.
For a little bit, he was.
Yeah, until I fucking killed him.
Mhm.
Give me
Which, by
one
the way, thank you
second.
guys for that because you guys, I died and you killed him as I died,
And it
That's
counted,
what's so
right?
fun. That's
and,
what's amazing.
and it counted.
I was
That's
just like,
crazy.
we were doing this fight, and I was like, God, could Ram just stop fucking dying, or could Angels
Yeah.
just stop fucking dying for a second?
Okay. It was in my run, and in my run when we did it together, I feel like I didn't die as much
No,
as
you didn't. No, you didn't.
when we did it with Ram.
No, you didn't.
Mhm.
But because I think okay,
Because you
Ram.
got nerfed to my
This is
stats. I was
no,
under leveled.
no that, and you kept fucking running away, Ram. So what was it?
I was pretty
Three
new.
on one when it was in my run? Was it 2-on-1 when it was your run?
I'm just like sitting there hitting the guy. I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
They'll show up eventually.
Yeah.
I'm over here like
We were
Homer
like,
the
oh, I'm
Simpsons
hitting
with a
him with
stick.
arrows. The fucking arrows doing like fucking 10 damage.
You're shooting arrows. Or I'm like Ralph in the fucking Simpsons, just poking him with a stick. Here, I'm doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, in that last run, I was like, we better fucking win. Because I stayed alive the entire time, like, motherfuckers.
There was like one point where we just like we walked in and Angel died instantly.
Yeah, because he did the good old switcheroo where he was gonna go for Ram and he just turned on me.
Yeah, that was
it,
funny. I was
it's
just like,
for a
fuck.
while it was like throwing Angel into the fucking room like a brick, dude. That's all it was.
Yeah. It was so fucking I was in the blender every time, bro.
Fucking for
Yeah, what's
me,
yours?
I was gonna say for me, like I don't know, maybe it's just because I am like I have played all the games. I think the Lord of Blood and um the dragon, the one that you had to do the thing for.
Hmm.
I think
Mhm.
those two are my favorite. Millennia is definitely up there because of, the lore of her.
Hmm.
Um
I hate her because of the lore.
because of the lore, because of
Yeah.
well, there's it's her fault. It's her
Yeah.
fault Mikola is the way he is.
Yeah.
Um
It's also her fault. Kayla is the way Kayla is right now.
that's true.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Star
true.
Scorcher done.
Um, but I mean, it's weird. It's that the lore is very extensive and there's a lot to it. But yeah, I would have to say either that. You know what? Maybe not the dragon, but actually Estelle. I think Estelle was a really good boss fight. Like all of them, the
I just
natural
found her
born and all
creepy.
the other ones. Those are
I
really
don't.
cool.
I don't remember Estelle.
Estelle is the big ass like
Scorpion.
scorpion thing.
Yeah,
You
I liked it, but I just thought he was creepy, bro.
well, there's a couple.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
that was the one when you went like to his actual boss fight, I guess you can say.
underground and shit.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one's crazy.
That's a really cool one. If you haven't
And
found
then
them yet,
what
you
do you
should
get
look
for
that up.
Fuck
bastards what?
Estelle. Fuck Estelle. Fuck Estelle. No, fuck him.
Do you
Fuck him
remember?
hard. I remember this shit. I remember when I during Randy's fucking quest line. Fuck him.
Oh, that's one of them. Yeah.
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 I beat every
I
sub boss Estelle. Fuck them all.
I think I beat the main Estelle by
The
myself.
natural born of the void, I think it's called.
Yeah. I think I beat that one by myself. But because that's when I had my mimic already.
Yeah, that mimic helps with that fight because if Estelle is just like targeted on you specifically, it can get kind of
Hmm.
annoying. But yeah, I think those are probably like I think they were the most creative bosses.
I'm
Uh,
clearly triggered.
Moog and fucking Estelle. Those are very cool for me.
I am
Yeah.
very, I'm very clearly triggered by all that.
I would also say the fire giant, like regardless of the difficulty, was like a lackluster fight for me.
Really?
it was just um I don't know.
Like it didn't
It's
have
just a
the
fighting.
pizzazz that like the other bosses had
It's just
too.
a fight against a big guy.
Yeah, essentially. And then like it only turns cool after you like you kill him. Like when you go to the fucking giants, what's it called?
Yeah,
Forger
the
thing?
forge,
Yeah.
and then
Mhm.
you go to Pharaoh Mazul or whatever.
I was like,
Yeah,
it only gets cooler then. But like
yeah.
when you're fighting him, it's just yeah, what you said. It's like literally a giant, and that's it.
It's just a big guy. Yeah,
One of my biggest things with the game that I noticed now that I'm getting closer to the end game, or I'm technically near the end game, is that they reuse a lot of assets.
yeah,
Bosses
Like,
become regular enemies later,
yeah, which I thought was kind of weird.
but
I
it makes
mean,
sense to me
no, no,
because like
it's a staple of the Souls games. Yeah.
right, which is fine as long as they had other bigger, badder things to replace them as bosses.
Mhm.
You know
Which
what I
they
mean?
did. So
Like I mean, when I got to Crumbling Pharaoh Missoula, like I only had the Godskin Apostles, and that was it. And I'm like maybe a dragon, and then the other dragons are like normal.
yeah,
Like, and then I had the friggin' those fucking trees, those rotting trees that they were always blocking the Erd trees
yeah.
as regulars.
She's
The
also told me
avatars.
Hmm.
yeah, she's also told me this like interesting thing is that there's only really like three real dragons in like the entirety of Elden Ring.
Yeah,
Maybe four. There's that big ass one in Caelid.
yeah.
Hmm
There's the Argosax. There's the other one that you fight for one of the divine towers.
Which one do you
Uh,
fight for the Divine Tower?
it's the one that you. It's not the red lightning one. It's the hold on. I had a list.
The baddest one is fucking annoying. Holy shit.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Hmm
The Werns or whatever. One of the Werns are annoying.
Yeah. Wait, what? Graham is looking at that. I did say favorite bosses and least favorite bosses. For me, actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna switch it up because this game has a lot of really cool bosses. I gotta really be true to myself.
Dragon Lord Placid
Yeah,
Usax.
that's the one. That's
That's
the one I was talking
useless.
about before.
Yeah.
Um, the dude that you fight before the last boss. What is his fucking name?
That's not God. What's his name? It's not
It's
Godric. It's
Godfrey. It's Godfrey.
Godfrey. Yeah, Godfrey. And
So
then he turns into the fucking luchador guy.
yeah, that's why he's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's why he's my favorite because he literally suplexes yours, and he get. I think
Yeah.
I
it
haven't
gives you
fought him
the
yet.
and he gives you the Liger bomb. So
Yeah, he does give you the Liger bomb.
so that's actually my guy.
Oh
That's my
my god.
favorite. That's my favorite boss in the
If
entire
there's
game.
another nerf, I think he's gonna get nerfed next.
That's a yeah. I believe it. I believe it because he could
If
kill you
they're
in one
crack
hit.
yeah, if they're cracking down on like annoying enemies, I guess you could say, or like the community fucking bitching about hard bosses,
Yeah,
then he's next.
yeah. Because like I'm sure you can get enough health to not die in one hit, but it's a
Hmm
lot. It is a lot of fucking health that you need to not die in
Yeah,
one
because
hit.
basically that suplex is basically an OCO.
Yeah, because
Like once you
mhm.
yeah. Oh, keep going.
I had 2,300 health when I fought him, and he still almost killed me in one hit.
Jesus.
Yeah,
So it's freaking crazy, man. Um,
yeah. But going on patches, I hate fucking the fact that they're nerfing these people.
I also hate that.
Like I'm new to Souls, and I'm like that shouldn't have
I
happened.
hate that they're nerfing that, but they're buffing like magics and shit like that,
Hmm
and like they're decreasing the FP usage of certain things. I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's a very weird like thing, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
It's very common for FromSoft to like nerf magic. Like Dark Souls 2, like lightning was the strongest it ever was, right? And then like maybe a month after the release, they're like, all right, well, it goes from doing 1,000 something damage per shot to like
Mm,
72.
fuck.
So it's like, fuck that.
I'm gonna go use the restroom really quick. I'll be RB.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
Um,
mhm.
but yeah, it's like you're taking away from what makes that boss the boss, you know?
I would,
Because like for me, it's like when I fought Radon, I was like, oh, it was like my fifth try, and I was like, well, That wasn't very hard, was it? And it's like I would see people doing the same strats that I would do before, and they would just die. Like they would like struggle. It would take hours.
Yeah.
An actual streamer almost broke his PS5.
What was it, Asmongold?
Nah, it was Afro Senju.
Oh, Afro Century. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
It is, dude. It is what it is, man. It's
yeah, and I was like, once I read the patch and how like it nerfed Radon's like everything, I
yeah.
was like, well, why would they even do this? This is funny.
I don't know, man. But that was their. I guess that's their version of being like, this is like the easy mode. We're just gonna nerf a fucking boss, which is weird.
But even then, like where I'm at now, I feel like the game's a lot easier because of how much I've done, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah,
the weapons and all that stuff. I'm starting to get used to the mechanics,
yeah.
the
And
damage that bleeding does.
yeah, if you ever decide to play another Souls game, you'll realize that that's just the way the game is paced. There's gonna be a
Hmm.
point in like any Souls game where you're just like you have the weapon that you like using and you know how to use it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You've been enough battles where you can just like if you die, you can learn how to not die the next time.
Yeah.
um and that's just how it is. And I was talking about Bloodborne and there's a specific weapon that I use throughout the entire game once I got it. It's a mace, but
Hmm.
in Bloodborne everything instead of having like a stance switch,
Hmm.
what you have is like a weapon transformation. So like
Hmm.
one of the first weapons is a cane, and
Yeah.
normally you just hit people with a cane. But if you transform it, it turns into a whip.
What the
So
fuck?
you can go from like close range to like mid to long range on the transform.
Interesting. What
But
the
for
hell?
for me, I use this mace that normally it's just a mace, but when you transform it, you flick it, and it fucking starts shooting out like lightning bolts out of it and shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's super cool. I will say that much. If they were to have brought uh Bloodborne weapons to Elden Ring, I think people would
Hmm.
be extremely happy. Those are
Interesting.
like they brought the whirly gig, which was the little fucking lawnmower thing or the little
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
that looks annoying to
the
fight
weed
against.
whacker.
Yeah.
But if they brought something like the Kirk hammer, that would be really cool. It's like this long sword that it
Hmm.
attaches to a big ass rock and it turns into a big hammer. So you like transform from a little sword to a fucking big ass hammer.
Hmm.
And then there's another one. I think it's called the Holy Sword of something. It starts as a long sword, and then you
Yeah.
put it into the sheath, and the sheath is also another sword. It's an also bigger sword. It's dope. It's like when Trunks did his thing with Zamasu and he turned his sword bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's something like that in Elden Ring right now, right?
Is there?
I think I have it. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
Or it's like the more you charge it, the more it gets bigger and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. I
It's a
know what you
big
mean.
blue
It's a big
sword.
blue. Yeah, it's like the Moonlight Greatsword.
Uh-huh.
Or
I
I
was like,
guess
that's
they
pretty
call it.
cool.
What do they call it in that game? They call it something. I have it. I know what it is. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But it's
Uh,
like, yeah.
but yeah. If I was still saying freaking bosses, if I had to say like the worst boss in Elden Ring, hmm, yeah, dude. I'd have to give that. There's when you fight the Black Knight the first time in the cave in one of the like random caves. I
Mhm.
think that might have to be the fucking worst boss
Interesting.
because I don't like that enemy like at all. I don't like the fact that they can grab you off of anything. Like even if you're jumping, you can still get grabbed.
Yeah.
And it's not that it's hard, it's just that it's absolutely fucking obnoxious and they're
Yeah.
invisible.
That's how I felt about Malekith when I was fighting him because a lot of his moves look the same.
Yeah.
So you're not able to tell like, okay, cool, he's doing this move, I could dodge into him twice and then just keep railing him. But like sometimes it'll be that, or sometimes it'll be like, oh shit, all of a sudden he's like fucking swinging the sword around. Like he does that little vortex of like, what's it called,
Yeah.
slashes,
Yeah.
and then
The
just one shots you.
black
I'm
flame
like,
slashes.
yeah, I'm like,
Uh
okay, cool.
how how did you guys feel about like the areas? Like did you have like a favorite area? I know I did, like for sure. But did you guys have like a favorite or least favorite area?
Least favorite area was Caled.
My
Yeah,
least favorite area was where you fight Malekith.
yeah,
Oh,
Faramazoo.
Fair Missoula.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My most favorite so far, as much as I really hate to admit it, I think the Halleck tree.
Haligtree is very cool.
Yeah. And I hated it for a cool ass minute because those fucking trumpet horn Pillsbury Doughboy having looking motherfuckers.
Yeah, the
Where would
fucking
mine
the
be?
bubbles, the fucking Squidwards playing their clarinets. Those guys,
Yeah. Like not the tiny ones, the big
the big
multi-horn
ones.
trumpet dudes. I hated those dudes because I would be running towards the base of the fucking Halleck tree,
Uh,
and next thing you know, a barrage of like 8 fucking bubbles just come hits me and fucking KOs me, and I'm like,
Have
you
you have you seen the
motherfucker.
meta for that? It's crazy. The
it does a
bubbles?
No.
fuck ton of damage.
Yeah, it just shreds. My brother literally like almost one shot Placidus.
Hmm.
Like he's like, watch this. I was like, what are you doing?
Every
And
single
like
one of the bubbles hits, dude.
yeah, he just stood next to the dragon and he just hit it. Like he just did his ability and like it shredded him. He's like, I just need to hit him one more time. Like, what the fuck?
Man, dude.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's like to me it's like that's why I don't understand why people are so judgmental of builds because it's like there's so many builds, man. Just let people play what they find fun, you know?
Yeah, the variety is very good in this game
Yeah. It's
compared
like
to
because I
like
see
any Souls
people
game.
yeah, I see people complaining like, "Oh, this guy's only running a blood build." It's like, "Yeah, motherfucker," because like to them that's what makes the game easier and more enjoyable, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's the same. Okay, it's the way you got to think about it is like it's an art. The game is an RPG, and in any
Mhm.
RPG, you have like your type, your character archetype. You know, you have like a tank,
Mhm.
you have a magic guy, you have like a fighter who's like half damage, half like life and tank, right?
Mhm.
And then you have like a DPS guy, right? You have your blood build, you have your fucking blood and ice build where you're doing double procs and fucking people up.
Mhm.
That's just what it is. Like, there's why do you have like? There's no reason to sandbag or fucking gatekeep like certain builds and shit like that just because that's how people want to play it. Um,
I think one of the TikToks I've been enjoying of like of builds and all that stuff is where they go to that one guy, what's his name? The one that lectures you before like he starts using all this fucking annoying ass magic.
what it lectures you before he starts using
Like he starts talking and then like what is his name?
Celavis or whatever the fuck his name is.
Something like that. He's like in full armor and all that stuff,
Uh huh.
but like yeah, him. And like people use like a madness build where like they do like the you know like the fucking Ghost Rider thing where he grabs your head and
Yeah,
like he
the
spits.
penance there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I use
yeah.
that move now a lot.
Yeah, and it's like people just one shot that guy with like that ability, and I was like, holy shit, that's crazy.
That might be one of my newest favorite spells
Yeah,
in the entirety of Souls. It might
yeah,
be
because
my
it's like
favorite spell.
their head, like your head starts getting like this fucking weird effect, and then like you just grab the person in front of you, and
Yeah,
like,
that
just,
one and the other one where the madness one where you just
yeah,
start shooting a bunch of sparks out of your eyes, and if you
yeah,
hold it too long, you fucking you get madness.
yeah.
Yeah, that one's fucking good.
I was like, that build's fucking cool to me.
It is. It's super dope. If you can like run a whip with that build, then you're basically Ghost Rider.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. Um.
And like the edits they do, it's like they do like the close up of Ghost Rider's face when they grab that guy and all that.
Yeah. Oh my god. I love Pen and Stare. God damn it. It's such a cool move. Uh it's like Stardust Breaker in Dragon Ball Z
Mm-hmm.
where well Soul Punisher, Stardust Breaker, whatever. It's
Dude,
like huh?
I had the movie of Janemba
Uh-huh.
growing up, and let me tell you that move I always thought was like the best move.
It's the coolest move.
Yeah.
It is the
Yeah.
coolest move. So like
So
the whole point
when
of
they
that
did it
move
in the new one, bro, I was like, ah,
yeah.
chef's kiss.
Oh, I just saw it again, like in
Yeah.
4K. I was like, oh yeah, baby, that's that shit. So apparently, there's like a weird discussion about that. And when he does it in Dragon Ball Z, it's Stardust Breaker, which is what I've always
Hmm.
known it as. But
Yeah.
Right.
when he does it in the Broly movie, it's Soul Punisher, which is its other name, apparently. And it works like the pen and stare. If you've done anything like if you're like an evil guy, it like
Yeah.
instantly obliterates you.
Interesting.
So
Hmm.
because Broly's not like evil inherently, like it didn't kill him. Like if he was like Vegeta, like that would 100% kill Vegeta, you know?
And you know what's crazy? He's a like Vegeta's the one using this move
Yeah,
theoretically. You know, it's
theoretically, I
like
mean, half of them is.
I
yeah,
mean,
half of
yeah.
him is using this ability. So it's like him being like, okay, cool. If you're impure, you're fucking dead.
Got you, bitch.
Yeah,
But yeah, fucking I think that's cool. I think the
yeah.
madness move is cool. I think, obviously Stardust Breaker is fucking awesome. Um but as far as like areas that I think are my favorite, um Atlas is probably my favorite area. Where Lindell is,
Wait, hold on.
where the
I need
cap
to I,
where the
I need
capital
to look at
is.
the map.
Yeah, where Lindell the capital is, where you eventually have to go to fight Godfrey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite area. It is the least like a Souls game, and I think it is a huge part of like what makes Elden Ring shine. Is it what makes it its own game? You know what I mean? There's, like I said, there's
Yeah,
no fucking place in any of the Souls games that I can think of that's like that, minus Anor Londo. But even then, it's like not even the same fucking thing. Um, and
I
I think
think
it's dope.
mine.
I think it's really dope. My least favorite is like Knockwood for sure. I fucking I fucking hate that area so much.
I
Wait,
hate
which area do you
the
hate?
dragon area.
Nokrin or Nokrin?
The
Okay.
underground?
Yeah, the under yeah,
Yeah, like
I
the
hate
like
that.
where Safrio River is basically.
Yeah, I hate that place. The place that opens up because fucking Radon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
fucking hate that place. That place is fucking dumb as fuck.
I think my favorite is like the capital area.
Yeah, I
Like
agree.
where the big tree, the big like I think that's what you were saying right now. But
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know them by name.
yeah. Lindell is the capital.
Yeah, there. It's like because there's so much to do. There's so many bosses and all that stuff. And at that point, you're at a point in the game where like you do a shit ton of damage.
Yeah, you're confident.
Yeah, you're confident type shit.
Yeah.
My least favorite would be like that dragon area.
Farum Azula.
Yeah, I think so.
I
Or
actually
yeah.
liked it. I got to hunt a shitload of dragons.
No, I hate the dragons, bro.
That is what it is, man. Uh,
Yeah.
I
Different strokes for different
I think
folks.
one of my favorite things of fucking Lindell is right when you like get past it, and then you have to
Yeah.
go to the fucking that dark bridge, the one that's
Oh my dude, that part fucking scared me, man.
that part's amazing.
Have you done that part? Have you gotten that divine tower? It's called the Divine Tower of Atlas.
Mhm.
East Atlas. Altus.
Yeah, Ram.
Well, Ram.
Huh?
Have you done that divine tower? The divine tower of East Atlas? Altus?
Yes, yes, I have that. I have all of the divine towers, even the isolated divine tower.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Michaelis
Fuck that one.
or not?
You,
Fucking Millennials.
yeah,
Millennials, the
I've
isolated
done
one.
that one. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can only get through there if you specifically teleport through a specific teleporter.
Yeah, it's the one that's outside of Lindell, and you get there from the Tower of Return.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that one was annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like, yeah, it was all that was dope. I like that. I like the Lindell though. That's my favorite area. Maybe not of all time, but it's one of my favorite areas of fucking the Soul series. It's cool. I like it.
I also
Um,
like Limgrave because of like
yeah,
the beginning and all that stuff. I thought it was pretty
it's
interesting.
it's a very cool first place. It did the thing that I hate the most,
Which is
which is like a zone that's created, and this happens a lot in like Korean MMOs, where like the starting zone is a starting zone, but it also has like enemies that are like super above your level or above your skill set. So it's like
yeah.
he starts you off right, and then you get Tree Sentinel, and it's definitely possible to kill him as soon as you get there. But then
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
have shit like the dragon in the swamp, and you got the dude that has the Reduvia weapon, and
Oh
then
yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean, and then you have like all this other shit that can easily kill you, um, and that's how the game starts. You know,
Yeah, 100%.
I've never been a huge fan of that, of like creating this one small area that's the base level area, but
Mhm.
also having shit that can instantly kill you. But this game does it really well. So I gotta tip my hat off to them for that.
Yeah, I mean, I most of them were enjoyable. It's just the dragon one was pretty annoying,
Yeah,
and then Kayla, because all the Scarlet Rot is super annoying too.
fucking kidding. Um, Overall, for this game, what would you guys give this game? Like out of a 10?
9 out of 10.
9.5 out of 10.
What'd you say,
Like
Angel?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10? 9 out of 10.
like for me it's 9.5 because it still has me sucked into this game where it's like I can't stop playing this game. Like I don't know any other game besides Elden Ring right now. Like I this game has taken over my life healthily, mind you. But like I have not touched any other game outside of Apex, and if I do, I'm aching to get back on Elden Ring.
Yeah.
And the only way I'll give it a 10 is if I finish the game and I'm satisfied with how it ends.
I think you might be. That's dependent on you. That's dependent
Yeah, it's dependent on
on
my own like interests and whatnot.
it's dependent on your ending.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
I have Fia's Death Rune. I also did the Fire Route. I'm about to go to the capital to talk to the Three Fingers and see what's gonna happen.
Okay.
And I
Mhm.
also have to unlock Dung Eater
Right. Right. You have to find. Yeah, you'll find him at the
at the sewer.
sewers of Lindell. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we'll catch up with us when you finish that.
Hell yeah!
Hit us up.
I'll let you guys know ASAP because man, this fucking game.
I agree with Angel. I'd give this a 9 out of 5 or 9 out of 5, nine
Yeah.
out of 10.
Damn.
Specifically because online it continues to be in shambles. That's why.
Oh, you know what? Lately, I've been noticing that online is not so bad.
Yeah, but less people are playing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think the issue before was just like they weren't ready. I guess the servers weren't ready for the multiplayer. I guess you
Yeah,
could say mass.
yeah. Because what people do when they create a game like this is they'll create like a server base for what they think is going to be like their average and not their highest.
Mhm.
So if their average is like, say, maybe like 70% of their highest, when it's at their highest, there's gonna be a lot of fucking network issues because they're not ready for it.
Yeah.
But when the game starts to die down and it's back to like seven, the average, it's gonna work a lot better. But what I was gonna say, it's not necessarily like the server itself getting absolutely dicked. It's that they still haven't found a way to just like have people play co-op the whole way through.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's been a big problem. Like I've played things like Neo where I could play it into the entire game with somebody, minus like little dojo sessions that you have to do. But like you can play the entire game with somebody,
Hmm. Yeah.
and I feel like that's a gigantic up. And I wish that in the future, the next FromSoft game can have something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's been progress though, right? Like how multiplayer was for like Dark Souls and all that stuff. How do you see it now?
So I think when Bloodborne came out, that's when they figured out how to do the
Mm.
password system.
Yeah.
As far as like connection, it's always been spotty, but I f- I feel like it hasn't improved since Bloodborne, and that's a
Interesting.
problem because
That
Bloodborne
is a
came out
problem.
in what, 2012?
That's a long time ago. Almost 10. Oh yeah, 10 years ago.
Let's see, Bloodborne came out. I no, 2015. 2012
7 years.
was probably dark too. But 2015 is when Bloodborne came out. That's what, 7 years ago?
Yeah.
Like 7 years, and they still haven't fixed this system. That's crazy as fuck, dude. And
Yeah.
I get the game is meant to be played alone in a sense, but you give people a chance to play with two other people in this
It,
massive, expansive world, and you reduce things like being able to not use the horse, so you can't use jet streams and do all this fun shit that you normally could do, and you have to summon
mhm.
someone just for them to get disconnected and for you to get fucked in a boss fight.
Hmm.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, everybody has their own. I think multiplayer just gives them the choice. Like, hey, do you guys want to do this with friends, or like, hey, do you want to do this alone? You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
it's not like it's like a specific like server where it's like you have to go to a multiplayer server in order to play multi server. You know.
Yeah.
multiplayer. I mean,
I just wish they gave you the choice to be peer to peer so that you could play the entire game together.
that makes sense.
Like, and if somebody dies, like you know how we played Remnant?
Yeah,
If
yeah,
somebody dies, they just have to wait while they watch you do the thing.
yeah. Yeah.
I think that's like would be fantastic for this. And if they ever make a mod where that's possible, I definitely want to go back and play the game from the beginning, like brand new
Huh.
character.
Yeah. Hey, fuck that one boss in Remnant.
All of them.
No,
The
the
Dreamer,
one. No, the
uh,
fucking bees.
the bugs, the ones you have to kill at the same time.
Yeah, so fucking stupid.
Mouse says even as just watching the game, it's a good one to watch someone play. It is. It's designed to be like this experience that you haven't done before, and I think
Yeah.
it's really nice. I'm glad I didn't look at anything before I bought the game. But yeah, that's those are good scores, guys. Those are definitely game of the year scores. So we'll have to see.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
I honestly think there has to be like another fucking amazing game for Elden Ring to have a run for its money.
Breath of the Wild 2. Breath of the Wild 2. Nah,
If that comes out this year.
it's not. There's no fucking way.
Yeah, there's no way.
I'm telling you, it might not come out until the Switch 2 comes out.
Yeah, essentially, but like how I think this year Elden Ring should be a clear winner.
We'll see, man. There's a lot of year left, so it's giving me hope that we're gonna see a lot of really good games this year, or at least we'll
Hmm.
see how it goes. Um, I wanted to do a little a little thing, so I'm gonna move us to a different screen really quick, a different overlay.
Yeah.
Hey, you can see us here now. I wish I had a transition, but I don't. Um, I wanted to throw up a couple of memes that were created because of this game, and we'll just kind of like we'll just go and talk about them for a quick second.
Yeah.
How about this one? If you guys can see the first one on the Discord here,
Yeah. Maidenless?
Maidenless.
maidenless.
Fuck that guy.
So the first thing you see
Mhm.
after the first part of the tutorial or here is this guy talking mad shit, and it
Talking
became
about you ain't got no bitches.
it became so universal, man, and I love
Oh
it.
man.
This is the part of the Souls community that I absolutely love. That's
Memeing?
yeah. These like
Yeah.
these super specific memes. What
And it's
about
crazy how it's like you're as soon as you walk in like to like the Elden Ring like world, it's like, all right, this guy's just talking shit already.
it's like it's a great way to know how far in you're in. Like you're gonna be into this game.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got
Mhm.
uh
I command thee, kneel, John.
God damn
this
it.
is obviously fucking the
Yeah.
grafted king. I think that's freaking awesome. I love everything fucking Garfield, so this is just fucking great for me.
That one
I'm
hits.
just looking at it.
This
All the
next,
fucking hands.
yeah, fucking Odie is the
With
little
it.
fucking
Yeah.
dragon arm.
That means John is a tarnish confirm.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for somebody to make John Arbuckle as a fucking tarnished. There's some stuff coming up. There's some stuff, trust me. Okay, so next is something that Angel will never get to see in his regular game.
Patches after we see, yeah, fuck. This speaks out to me so fucking hard. So I saved Patches against my better judgment. I didn't kill him.
Mhm,
No, fuck that guy.
And I saw his summoning sign when I was fighting with Dawn.
mhm.
As soon as I summoned him, he was there for all of 5 seconds, and then said, "Nope, Patches returning to his world."
I'm out. But
How are you gonna attack me and then say just kidding? You know, you're dead.
you're right. But to be fair, you did open his treasure chest that had shit.
But you
That
know
is
what's
You were
funnier?
technically robbing him.
I was not robbing him.
Okay.
You know what's even funnier?
What's that?
Because he left me, I was ready to go back to kill him, and he was gone.
Oh, damn it. And then he went to the Volcano Manor.
Yeah, and I can't even get him anymore because I cleared Volcano Manor after I killed Lord Rickard.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
You
I'm
did
glad I fucking killed him.
you talked to him the last time and then he left?
No, Like I talked to him in his cave, and then apparently he, because I did some searching. Apparently he ends up in Limgrave near the Academy of Rhea, and I never found him there.
Oh, really? Yeah, I found him there. That's
So
weird.
yeah,
We're gonna
I think I broke his quest line.
we're gonna move on to the next one. Oh, this is fantastic.
Oh
This is
yes,
the real feels right here, dude.
damn. I actually wanted to get Sifu, but now that I'm on Elden Ring, nope.
Nothing else exists anymore.
No,
Did you
nothing
finish Dying Light
exists.
2?
I'm at the like I'm at the 50% mark of Dying Light 2. I wanted to play more with Selks and everybody, but we just didn't play anymore because Elden Ring came out.
Yeah.
I'll go back and play it at some point. I definitely do
Ar
want to beat it.
Arceus, I haven't caught Arceus, but I just started because I started shining hunting.
Yeah. Yeah, I already 100% that game, so it's over
I
for
still
me.
have to play.
I
I
was
still have to play that game.
I will then I can't talk about it because of
No, no, you
spoilers.
can't. You can. Like, I honestly. So here's my thing. I would like to play it. Am I realistically gonna play it? Probably not. Do I care for spoilers either way? Fuck no. It's a Pokemon game.
Okay. My favorite part is when you're at the temple, she's like towards the end of the game, and
Yeah.
you're fighting the salesman that's helping you collect the tabs.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when you beat him first, right?
Hmm.
And then he starts calling on to somebody, and you're like, who the fuck is he calling to?
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you're like this fucking cinematic of Giratina coming out of this fucking portal just happens. I was like, this is fucking amazing.
I think I might have messed up the way the game was supposed to like progress
Hmm.
because Giratina came out and I instantly killed him in one hit.
No, if you play right, he's a glass cannon.
Yeah. So he was just dead. He like this cool ass animation comes out. He comes out like of a portal and shit,
Yeah,
and it
Just to get
instantly
one shot.
died just to get one
Just to get
shot.
one shot.
the reason I beat it so easily, I guess you can say, is because I had a Sylveon, an Alpha Sylveon,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I calm minded like setup and whatnot, and literally like Giratina hit me once, and it like literally tickled me, and then because I was like +3 or some shit like that, I one shot
Yeah.
Giratina with the play rough. I was like, okay, next,
We got it.
but
Oh, go ahead.
but yeah. But it was like just that cinematic of Giratina coming out, and looking so menacing and looking like the actual devil. The way he came out was
It,
amazing to me.
I like when you catch the Giratina. Well, you have to, but I like when you catch it and then you get its second form
Oh yeah,
pretty fucking soon after.
but like in the remake of Diamond and Pearl,
Mhm.
it's called when you go to what is it? I forget what they call it now. But it's that little island you get post game where you have to collect shards and all that stuff to like unlock the legendary and
Mhm.
like catch it and whatnot. But Giratina's part is pretty cool too. Like you go in there, it's super ominous and whatnot.
Yeah.
But once you catch them, it's like the trippier part because when you come back to your world, you're upside down.
Right. Yeah, I think I'd heard about that.
Yeah, and it's like it just flips it over. Like Mewtwo's is like the place he was created and whatnot.
Yeah, the lab.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Chat
They've been
said,
really creative with Pokemon.
Chat says, I love the lore of Pokemon so much. The fact that the sales dude links Cynthia and Lusamine, maybe? I
Hmm.
don't know the name, how to say the name. As related is wow. I mean, like, you look at the fucking sales dude and you're like, that's gotta be Cynthia's something great
Hmm.
something, you know? And it just, at the end of the game, it turns out, yeah, they're both pieces of shit. So,
Yeah.
Well, Cynthia's not a piece of shit.
no, her Garchomp is,
Yeah, and her spirit too.
and her spirit too, yeah. Which the salesman has a Garchomp.
They both have the salesman has both.
Does it? Oh, maybe he does have a spirit too. You might be right.
Yeah,
I don't
because I
remember.
remember I ego chelled the fuck out of that Garchomp with my Alpha Garchomp.
Jeez. You got that Alpha Garchomp so fast too.
Yeah, it was a Gabite.
Oh, it was a Gabite.
Well,
I thought it was
yeah,
straight. I
when I
thought it
got
was a
it, yeah.
straight Garchomp Alpha.
But then like every rare candy I would get, I would just give it to him. Or the EXP candies
EXP
and all that
candies,
stuff,
yeah.
I would give them straight
EXP
to
candies
Garchomp.
are such a weird thing now. Since like I don't know if it was before Sword and Shield,
Hmm.
because I didn't play Pokemon for a while, but they're so weird.
I think it was introduced the generation before, if not Sword and Shield.
Okay, yeah, they're such weird like things. They're way
Yeah.
better than rare candies, but it's so much more like abusable.
Yeah, but I would say I would finish Arceus now that when I finish fucking what's it called?
Elden Ring.
Yeah,
All right, let's move on with the memes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
that
Lobsters
when they
and
first did
carnage.
that, like the little sniper thing,
Yeah.
like when they spit at you, it
Yeah.
caught me so off guard.
It hurts so much at that point too.
I think it hurts a lot more than their actual like normal attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does actually. I think it might be the strongest attack they do is the stupid snipe thing. God damn, those
Carnage
stupid ass.
acquired.
I had a
Okay.
there was a point where I was running with my horse and I caught up to like three of them and all three of them sniped. They sniped my horse and my horse died and the other two freaking snipes hit me in the middle of the air and killed me.
That's fucking amazing.
It's fucked
Look at
up.
my horse. My horse is
Cleveland.
And this is
amazing.
what Cleveland looks like if you're not familiar.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah,
You
this
might want to stay away from Cleveland.
we might want to stay away from Cleveland.
God
This is
damn
some of my favorites. Is where it like just showed like a fucking city's name and
it.
if you like have ever been there, you're like, yeah, that makes sense 100%.
That's why I love the one that said Florida. I
The
was
one-
like, yep, that's Florida.
yeah, the fucking lava pits and shit.
Fucking burning sky. Oh yeah, that's Florida, all right.
Hell yeah. Chat says sales dude was confirmed to be Cynthia's ancestor, and as far as I'm aware, Lusa mine was just a theory, not sure if it's confirmed yet. The candy thing was very much sword and shield, not done in a Lola. Okay,
Okay, then yeah, it was Sword and Shield.
yeah. Let's move on. Oh, here we go. This is specific to the Radon fight too.
Oh
Yep.
no, yes, that was me. I was like, oh, well, whoops. Blade is dead. Alexander the Jar is dead. Patch is dipped.
Hey, talking about Alexander the Jar, it's so sad, bro.
Yeah.
I fucked up his quest line after I finished Volcano Manor.
Oh
Are you serious?
man.
I didn't get the jar and I didn't meet him at the lava pit.
Dude, it's
That
the saddest thing
sucks.
in the world, man.
Give
I
us
heard,
the down low.
So he gives this whole speech before he perishes
Yeah.
about how he wants everybody to know that he fought and he was a warrior
Yeah.
and how he's not going to be able to see his family again.
He did the Terminator. He did the
damn.
Terminator 2 thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like when Arnie freaking throws himself in the T-1000 into the freaking into the lava. Or well, no, he throws
Dude,
himself into the lava because he's like, I
Mhm.
can't exist because you know that I'm a fucking problem.
yeah, and then the lobster guy, he has a sad quest too.
The lobster. Yeah, 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 yeah,
The
yeah,
one,
yeah,
the
yeah.
one I killed.
The one you killed.
There's a lobster guy?
He's at the crab shack where you can buy
Yeah, the crab
prawns.
shack.
The
Uh,
prawns. Yeah, the
Oh,
prawns that give you
you mean the guy I
damage
killed
negation.
because he was being aggro?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was being aggro. But you didn't have to ego challenge
Okay, so
him.
for my defense, I seriously misunderstood that quest line.
Yeah.
I thought you were just supposed to kill him to grab the necklace back.
I didn't even know that. I
You
just
didn't-
killed him and got his
It
necklace
was
anyway.
it was just 500 runes, dude.
Yeah, it was the 500 runes, but it's like I didn't know. I was like, I didn't know you have to go back to talk to her and tell her what happened, and then like send you back and whatnot.
We're gonna move up. We're gonna move up. Oh yeah, this one I could relate to like a motherfucker. Oh yeah, Elden Ring players who've never played a Souls game. Oh boy, this game looks dark and gloomy. Dark Souls veterans upon entering Limgrave. I was blind, dude. That was
It was
the
like bright as fuck.
that was
Yeah.
the brightest fucking area. Like the brightest area in like normal Souls games is Anne Orlando the first time you ever go there. But anytime after that, everything is dark and like super fucked. Like it's super dark and like the atmosphere is like everybody's dead. You know what I mean?
Damn.
You see this fucking place, you see Limgrave, it's like all lush and there's a fucking forest and
Yeah.
shit. I love that shit so much. Here we go.
Yes.
What are we doing?
Yes.
What are we doing when we get to Caleb?
Fucking leave.
We just leave. Fuck this place, dude. We don't even actually have to be there. We don't even
Except
have
for
to,
Radon.
except for Radon. But you know, everything else. But like after you do everything else, you don't like you just teleport to Radon. So
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
all right, let's move on to the
I
next
still
one.
can't believe it bugged for you. Oh
So
god.
you guys okay, so you guys don't get this because there's a little like context to this.
Is
This
this
one
Renala?
No, this is what if the turtle priest was a frog?
Oh no, you mean the turtle pope?
The turtle pope. I just thought it was a cute little thing. I wanted to put it on the side, but I forgot. I wanted it to be our little like our side
Can
image that we have.
Yeah.
can we just agree that there is literally only one, in my opinion, unkillable character in that entire
Turtle Pope.
Elden Ring
Turtle
game, and it's
pope.
the turtle pope?
Turtle
No,
pope.
the turtles too. You fucking
The
murderer.
dogs, yeah. The little turtle dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, I
You
killed the turtle at the beginning.
You're a
Yeah, I
no.
know,
You
you
killed them
psychopath.
multiple
You
times.
fucking super psychopath.
Literally, that last time you played, every turtle you would see, you would kill.
Yeah, but
Fucking
as soon as I got the turtle pope, I was like, ah, shit. I was curious. I was gonna
I
kill him.
wish that like the game took a fucking count of how many fucking turtles you've killed,
Turtles you got,
and the
yeah,
Pope makes you feel super shitty about it. Like you lose
yeah,
one spell that you could have learned from him.
yeah.
No, you lose runes for it. It's like, oh yeah,
I,
you're negative runes now.
I think the turtles were sacred for me, and like those are the only things I wouldn't kill in that
I,
game.
I I I never killed a turtle until I was going to New Game Plus and I killed the turtle Pope.
Ah,
You're a fucking psychopath,
Because I killed
motherfucker.
every single merchant. I killed every single merchant in the game.
Did you hear the cry?
I did. It's super rough.
Did you see how he was merciful even after you
Even
killed
after
him?
you killed them. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, and you get no absolution because he already absolved you when you killed him.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Good job, jackass.
Yeah. Wow. I thought I was a scumbag.
Hey man, New
You
Game Plus, baby. He's still alive.
Nah, bro, you just hopped to a different universe and called it a day, and the other universe he's still dead.
That's all right.
fucking what is he, Rick?
He's
Rick
Rick,
Sanchez,
yeah,
bro?
dude. Morty,
I killed the
BC,
turtle.
I'm back in Limgrave.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
we gotta go kill this pope and then go to another universe where I didn't kill him, Morty.
Exactly.
And
So
then you get turtle. You get like what turtleneck meat is fucking disgusting, bro.
it raises stamina though.
I
That's fucking
mean,
disgusting.
you need stamina.
It's like turtle soup, bro.
No, what the fuck? You guys are fucking gross. Holy shit.
Let's move on. We got a video here. We got a video
Oh,
here.
is this gonna be Akuma?
No, it's not. It's gonna be fucking Yujiro Hanma from Baki.
Oh
Oh
no.
shit.
Check this video out. This is from a channel called Pezzo Rack on YouTube. They did really good. Like I know Angel knows what Baki is. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
Remy knows what Baki is, but
I know what Baki is.
but so
I
you know
fucking hate-
so you know
I hate the
Baki's
faces
dead.
Yeah.
You know Baki's dead. So they did really fucking good. Like all things
Yeah.
considered. Let me skip over to like. Oh, I thought I got the other one. There's another video where it shows him like just decking people all day. He's just literally fucking punching people to death. Oh, this one. Wait, hold up.
My Yujiro Hanma.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna drop
Oh,
that
no.
because of DMCA. But
Oh no.
this guy's stacked level 162. Holy
That's fucking
shit!
crazy.
All he uses is the fucking the cestus.
That is that flame art
No,
scales.
I don't want that. I want audio. There we go. I wanted to move to like where he actually starts fighting people. Oh god, he throws a fucking rock.
That's his fucking spell.
Oh my god, that rock does a shit ton of damage. When it actually hits, it does some damage. Oh, he's got the he's doing like a fucking poly build where he's like doing all the animal shit. What's it called?
The bestiality build.
Thank you.
Where they got like,
Holy fuck!
I mean that's his MO.
Off the horse.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. And he
There's
uses
a shadow
shadow
step.
step. Oh my god. Dude, this is perfect. This is 100% Yujiro. I wish they were able to make it so that he had the demon's thing on his back. The demon's face
God
on his
damn
back.
it.
I think I have a couple more videos coming up, so let's see if it'll work. Oh, it does. Perfect. Can I like make it bigger? Oh, I won't show the
Yes.
whole thing though. All right, here's another video. It's falling in Elden Ring be like.
And I hate that this has happened to me.
What the fuck?
It didn't load in the thing, so you went straight through it.
I've never had this happen.
That's
Never had this happen.
that comes from. Uh,
I hate how misleading the jumps are sometimes.
they're pretty.
Yeah.
It's the
This
first time
game-
they've ever had like just a jump button, so I'm not gonna blame them for it. But holy
Yeah.
fuck, dude!
This is the first game that's ever taught me look before I leap.
Yes, yes.
Be- Because my gaming instinct is always, oh, I'll make it.
God damn it.
Now it's like, will I though?
That was from Patrick901 on freaking Reddit.
W.
Good job. We got another one. When
Oh, I
Mimic
hate
Tier
these Black
sees
Knight
it,
Assassins.
when Mimic Tier sees it works and we share one brain cell.
Oh no.
This is super good. They're fucking up that Black Knight
God
Assassin. At the
damn.
same time, dude.
Damn.
Wow.
You know, sometimes though, like you bring out the Mimic Tier and it kind of goes dummy mode with you, doing the same
Yeah.
shit. Like I've had my Mimic like fucking stun lock somebody with me, where they couldn't do shit because we were just like alternating attacks. That one's from
Yeah.
Yumikara at freaking Reddit. That's a good video. God
Okay,
damn.
we all go together.
Okay, this one's good. I think Angel will really like this one.
An office one? Oh
Yeah.
no.
Okay, we all go together, or we go one at a time. Yeah!
Parkour! Parkour!
Oh my god. This is where he wrecks his shit.
Hardcore.
That's a good one.
Oh no.
Oh, well, hold
yeah.
up. Let me go back to that. Is from Rog the Warlock at freaking YouTube,
And then the goat himself.
and the goat himself. Let me solo her. The man
Damn.
who has absolutely defiled Elden Ring. His freaking pothead, his two
The
swords,
the almighty Jarnished.
the almighty Jarnished himself. Also, that is a fantastic painting of fucking Millennia. Holy
Millennia.
shit, that is a really good one.
Fuck
I
her,
want
though.
that.
I don't care.
Nah, she's rotting. I'm good.
No, the prosthetics, it's fine. It's fine.
Fuck her.
Nah.
It's fine. Fucking-
She's a sore loser.
should yank you off, dude. Straight up.
Fucking
I mean, she'll probably
Sore-
pin me against the wall and tell me that she's gonna take me, and I'm just gonna like it. I'll be like, okay.
You might.
sorest losers ever.
Fuck me.
That's just a
It's
little. Huh?
it's like she said, you know what? I may lose, but who's gonna lose more?
But
you
you'll
know?
lose too.
You'll lose everything.
But yeah, I mean, you know, that's not like the most. It's not the most extensively thought out review of the game, but you know, we definitely enjoyed it as a whole, and I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it as like newer players to the game.
Oh hell yeah.
I think that's really dope. And you know, I've been playing Souls games for a really long time, and
Mhm.
it's only getting better every time a new one comes out. Ram, I know you said you're gonna play Bloodborne, so that's really exciting stuff. You gonna be
Yeah.
playing that on stream?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
As soon as I'm done with Elden Ring, I'm gonna start playing Bloodborne on stream, and I think I might
Nice.
make that like a focus content for a while. I'm almost done with Uncharted 4, so.
Yeah. I wish it. Oh, how you liking Uncharted 4? It's a good game,
Dude,
huh?
So I've never played the Uncharted series until I decided to just do it on stream.
Mhm.
Dude, I should have played these games fucking years ago.
They're very good. Part 2 was weird,
I'm-
but the other ones are very good.
Yeah, part 2 is weird.
Mhm.
Part 1 has really clunky ass controls. The third one kind of brought it around. Still a little clunky, but it worked. And the fourth one is a fucking masterpiece so far.
Yeah, dude.
Like the fourth one, I'm like, holy shit,
Yeah.
this is good.
And you're playing the remastered version. You're playing the Blue Point version, right? Because you're playing the Nathan Drake collection.
I'm playing the Nathan Drake collection.
Yeah, so you're playing like the best possible way. Like that you
Yes.
could play it.
So I'm going through it. I'm like, yo, this is a feels trip.
That's dope.
Yeah. So I haven't decided whether I'm gonna start Bloodborne after because I'm still doing Elden Ring. or if I'm gonna go jump into Marvel Spider-Man or Catherine full body.
Oh, dope. Very cool. Very cool.
Mm.
All of those are
I'm
really good choices.
I'm gonna start playing Binding of Isaac.
Yes, that is
Nice.
also very good. I was gonna ask you though, Angel, now that you have played Elden Ring, would you have any interest to play any of the other Dark Souls games?
Yeah. I told my brother once I'm done with Elden Ring, I was gonna play the other ones.
Yeah,
But the first thing he told me was like, "Don't play 2."
don't play two. Don't play two. I can. So Dark Souls 2 is one of the like few games that I've played over 1,000 hours of.
Yeah.
Don't fucking play that game unless you
Yeah.
have to finish the whole thing like Yaki did.
No. Like my brother was like, he's like, it's not like even if like you want to know the story, it's not worth the story either.
Because it's not part of the story.
Yeah, it's like he's like it's just not worth it. It's just
It's
like
like
he said,
mhm.
oh shit.
It's like one's part of the story, three's part of the story, but two ain't shit.
Yeah, it's a what if,
Yeah,
fucking Marvel's what if and shit.
basically, it's a what if.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, it's not worth it. And he's like, you know, it's like it's not fun. The story's fucking weird.
Yeah,
He just told me it's like it's one of the worst mechanically.
yeah, but it brought the best thing that they still kept to this day, and that's power stance. So
Interesting.
yeah, which is the dual wielding, the way you can dual wield in like Elden
Yeah,
Ring and stuff like that. So that's
yeah. I
dope.
just found it funny, like, because that was his first reaction. Like, just don't play 2.
Yeah, it sucks too. It sucks, like because
Mm-hmm.
they had a chance to be good, and
Mm-hmm.
then it didn't, and then it stopped. Um, but yeah, well, yeah, I'm excited to hear about your adventures in fucking all of the different lands of Dark Souls, Drangleic and fucking Lothric and
Mm-hmm.
whatever the okay, what's the first one? Whatever the first one was
Wait, from where?
from Dark
Oh,
Souls 1.
no clue.
So it's Dark Souls 1 and that was God, I can't remember the name of the Dark Souls 1 world. Let's see. Dark Souls 1 world was called I don't fucking know.
Markiplier.
Yeah, Markiplier here. Lordran. Lordran. All right, so it's Lordran,
Erdtree.
Drangleic, and then Lothric. That's
Interesting.
what it is.
Interesting.
Which are technically all like the same area, but different times.
Whoa.
Whoa. But thanks, guys, for coming in and
Yeah.
talking about freaking Elden Ring, something that's just been a phenomenon for the last little while.
I
Yeah.
mean, we had to kick off season 2, man.
We did. We did.
And with Elden Ring too, which
Yeah.
is like the thing we've all been playing.
You know,
Seriously.
potential game of the year. But, you know, we'll see how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely going to be up there. Watch, Last of Us 3 is going to come out. It's going to suck balls and it's going to get game of the year. So
Nah, yeah, let's not talk about that because Last of Us 2 may just make a resurgence remastered for the PS5 and then win Game of the Year again.
yeah, Doom Infinite's
the-
going to come out and it's going to lose again somehow.
It's gonna be the game of the year again. Last of Us 2. Hear it. Hear it from me. Tell a friend.
Oh no. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that from both of you guys. I can't freaking wait because I know Yaki's gonna fucking shit himself as soon as Angel starts playing some more Souls games. He lives for that shit. I think that fuels his life force.
No, he's banned from my channel, so he's not gonna be able to watch me play.
Anytime that you have Dark Souls on, he's banned, and then when you
Yeah.
have something else on, he's like, it's fine. You give him access.
Can't give him the satisfaction.
Any game winning is better than Hades winning. No, that's
No.
absolutely not true.
Hades is
Yeah.
amazing.
Hades was my second choice to win that year. Next
There's
to Doom
no way
Eternal.
you think this mouse.
It is what
Like,
it
don't get
is.
me wrong. Like, don't get me wrong. I haven't played Hades, but I've seen gameplay. Like, I've seen Maximilian play, and like that game is actually solid.
I like it.
It's fun as fuck.
I
dude.
like the interactions between characters, and I like the. I've always been a fan of dungeon crawlers, and now that
What are they called? Roguelites? Or something like
roguelite,
that?
yeah, it's a roguelite dungeon crawler. But and now that Angel's playing Binding of Isaac, he's like continuing his
My
path,
excursion.
his excursion on the fucking roguelites and shit. Next we'll see if we can get him into Dead Cells or something. Or
I might
enter-
do Risk of Rain.
Oh yeah, let me know. I'd love to play
Yeah.
that.
2. I heard 2 is the best one.
Two's fucking dope. I like 1 because I have a lot of memories with that game, but 2,
Mhm.
like mechanically, Oh,
Very nice.
very good, dude. Very good. That game feels good to shoot in, even though it's like third person. It feels fucking good
Mhm.
to shoot in. Hades is an ugly game. The voice acting is okay, but the game sucks. Yeah. Well,
You're
I have
we're
things.
we're
I have things I can say, but I won't because you're my friend, Mouse, and I appreciate you.
and sometimes you're wrong, you know?
And sometimes people can just have different opinions. You know?
Every everyone has an opinion. Doesn't necessarily mean they're wrong
Yeah.
or they're right. Sorry,
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
I was like,
if Hades won, right? Game of the year?
No,
yeah,
Oh, no, it
I
didn't.
think it's a contender.
it was a
I thought it was
contender.
a contender.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Hades
What did
won
it
something else.
what did it lose to?
And you just have poor taste. I absolutely do not. That's
As
false.
Hades is
as evidenced by
fucking
Elden Ring.
That couldn't be more of a fallacy.
That's crazy.
Uh,
I'm kerfunkled right now.
there's no way. No. That's weird though. What else was there? Was like Animal Crossing there?
Yeah,
Well,
I don't.
okay, how do you search this up? Game of the year wins?
2021 Game of the Year. Game of the Year. We did this too. This is like
Yeah, we whole stream of it.
no 2022
It takes two.
or
It takes two.
2020. I'm an idiot.
2020.
We did this. We've got
Cyberpunk. Ghost of
no,
Tsushima.
no, Last of Us. Oh yeah, so Last of Us 2. Now I'm looking for nominees. You clearly do if you like Hades. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's a fantastic dungeon crawling game. Is the story good? It's all right. But the game itself is solid.
Trying to look for it.
So Ghost of Tsushima, Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy Remake, Last of Us Part 2, Animal Crossing New Horizon, and Hades.
Okay, I had a hard ass one.
That
Yeah,
was a
So
strong
when-
year. That was a strong year. It had two other potential like winners, you know. that it
and
had to
then
go-
The Last of Us Part 2.
and then The Last of Us Part 2, which holy shit, you know?
It was a
Yeah.
remake, huh? No, that wasn't a remake.
No, it's the weird thing that I like, it's so weird. I'm very curious to know if Last of Us 2 came out the same year God of War came out.
No, God of
Would
War
it
won
have
Game of the Year.
won? No, I know.
God of-
Would it have
God of
won?
God of War would have definitely won 1,000%.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is it due to the fact that these games are not God of War? Like, or what is it? I'm very curious. I'm very curious to ask that to people. Like, if God of War
Wait.
came out the same year.
2020 Last of Us 2 won, right?
Yeah,
That's fucking disgusting.
yeah.
Actual.
Animal Crossing should have won for the museum alone. Animal Crossing is a
No.
strong contender,
No.
but should it have won?
no.
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 It for me it goes Doom Eternal, Hades, and then Animal Crossing. And if I'm gonna do like a top three,
But I heard Ghost of Tsushima was very good too.
I think it's a great game, but
So I think if I would go under that, mine would be Doom because I heard I agree it should have been Game of the Year.
yeah,
Hades, Ghost of Tsushima, Final Fantasy, Animal Crossing, then The Last of Us.
okay, yeah, yeah. I'm glad we both agree that Doom should have won. So
Yeah,
that
because I would watch gameplay. It's like super fucking amazing.
I can't think of another first-person shooter that's like single-player first-person shooter that's better than Doom Eternal. It might be the greatest that's ever been made. And before you knock it, I would say definitely put your hands in that game and feel how good it is. I
Yeah.
will say that much.
Wait for Doom.
Yeah, for Doom.
Oh, okay.
Doom was
I
a
thought I
good-
had it. I think I had it downloaded.
I didn't hear him say that. Doom should have won everything it was nominated in. Thank you, Mouse. I appreciate that. Doom is a fucking
I do
amazing
not have it downloaded, but I do have fucking the best game of the year, Hades.
Hades. Hades is cool, man. It like I said, it was a fantastic game to play, and since I did everything in it, it was cool. Like I said, the story was not the best, and
For what?
but it was very sad. The Hades story
Oh yeah,
was a very sad story, but it wasn't the
it made me
best.
sad.
It made you
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! For those that are planning to play Hades at one point.
Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning.
You guys have 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. When you finally make it out and whatnot,
Mhm.
and you're talking to your mother and you're slowly deteriorating
Yeah.
because like he's like, "Oh, I finally get to see my mom," and then she's like, "Oh, I don't think you're allowed to be in this world."
Yeah.
And like you just hear like the sadness in the voice of the voice actor.
It
How
was
was it?
it was
Mouse,
sad. It was
makes
sad that
sense.
every time you went there, like you knew you were just gonna come back.
Yeah. How
It
is it sad, Mouse? It makes perfect sense of why like it's like the plot twist that we should have seen coming. You know what I mean?
yeah. And the part that's not sad is learning that it's not just Hades that's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's not just him. Uh, so that it brought a lot to that. But I thought it was sad. Um I thought Zagreus doing the run for the last time
Yeah.
was a pretty interesting moment. And again, spoiler warning, his mom coming back to hell. I
Yeah.
thought that
I
was
don't
cool.
like it's an interesting thing. Like the son fucking sated himself, wants to leave hell because he feels like he doesn't belong there.
Yeah, and it turns out he belonged there more than anybody else.
Yeah.
I like the game though. I like the game. I like the upgrades. I'm not a huge fan of every weapon. Ever since I started playing that game, I've had this fight with everybody where I think the fucking bow is the best weapon in the game.
Hmm.
Uh, I just like it. I like it. I like that you could just fucking auto target people when you get the ascended version of it. Just fuck people up.
Yeah.
Uh, it's cool though.
And I also like because at first you think it's like, oh, it's Hades being shitty, but then like you hear like the little voice lines from the gods and all that stuff.
And yeah, and you hear from the Bones guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
and
it's like you when you like choose what is it called? I forgot what they're called again. Like the little powers and all that stuff.
yeah, I forgot what they're called too, but I know what you're
Y-
talking about. You hear from
Yeah, and
them too. You hear from like fucking
the gods
You hear from
themselves, like
Sir Arthur and everybody
yeah, well, like Zeus,
and Zeus. Yeah,
Athena, and all that stuff, and then like you hear like random like quotes, and you're like, okay, you're a piece of shit too.
well,
Like,
Zeus is obviously a fucking
yeah,
garbage motherfucker.
yeah.
So is Poseidon. So is what the fuck is the other one?
The fucking
The one that drinks.
yeah, fucking what's his name?
Oh, I forgot. He's a
He's my,
he's an asshole.
but he's my favorite one because he has like the laugh track and everything, like the clapping and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Hold on.
If you actually knew the stories these games are based on, then it wasn't a plot. No, not at all. Not at all. But it's again, it's like you have to look at things for like a casual audience. But I would say like if Hades went up the same year that like the Binding of Isaac did, the most recent one, I think it would have lost to the Binding of Isaac.
Dionysus.
Dionysus, yeah.
Dionysus. I say Dionysus.
It might be whatever.
Yeah, but him, I loved every time he would show up.
What a dickhead.
Yeah,
Uh,
was it Athena?
I always used Artemis though,
Yeah,
because
that's one I was gonna
fucking
mention right now. Artemis
strongest,
had a cool one too.
fucking strongest. Like, if you went just her path, it's fucking absolutely broken as fuck.
Yeah, busted.
Hell yeah. But anyways, yeah, that's the one thing though I would say. It's like it's not the best of the like roguelites.
Hmm.
Like I said, I think Binding of Isaac is a better game and it has a better story.
What would you say is the best roguelite you played?
So Binding of Isaac probably.
Yeah,
Damn.
I've yeah, from like watching that video of like the lore and all that stuff and why the game was made. I was like, this game is fucked. Like it's a fucked up game.
It's very cool. It sucks that people don't get to enjoy it the way it was meant to be enjoyed. Like I started with Binding of Isaac, obviously the first one, and then
Hmm.
before that I knew it was like a flash game. But I started
Hmm.
with the first one, and then I got the story, and then I got the Wrath of the God or Wrath of the Lamb, which is the first DLC, and then that added to the story, and you see more of like how Isaac's little world works. And then the rebirth happened, so that was a separate like standalone game, and then that added to that story. Then Afterbirth and Afterbirth Plus, and until finally we got to Repentance, and then that's the complete story. But I think the fact that you're like playing it now and you're like focused on, like we beat the first mom boss, and then now we have to beat the rest. Um, I think you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a good time trying to piece the pieces, or like get the pieces together of the story.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's like one of those games where it's like the more you complete runs or like the paths you take is like the more like different storylines you get and whatnot.
Oh yeah,
I want
most
to play
definitely.
Bumble.
Yeah, Bumbo's fun. Bumbo's a really fun game. I wish it was mobile. It's a very fun. It's a very fun pooping game.
Yeah, it is
It's,
a pooping
it's one
game.
of my favorite pooping games.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that was the cast. Again, I appreciate you guys. As you guys
Oh
know,
yeah.
you can always find the rest of the Cheesy Talks gangs, Angel at twitch.tv/angel OLOL underscore. You can find
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Ramiro at twitch.tv/Ramagali. They'll be playing some Souls soon, so look out for that.
Watch us just die repeatedly.
And,
Like Yordles.
and I am El Chizo, and you know me from twitch.tv/El Chizo. I will be playing some more Dread X Collection and Paper Mario when I get a fucking chance. uh, yeah, and yeah. Other than that, again, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. We all
Ladder.
appreciate it. Uh,
Later, guys.
I wanted to tell you guys on stream because this
Ooh.
is our season 2 opener.
Mhm, mhm.
I wanted to see if we might do a little giveaway next episode,
Ooh.
and we'll discuss that. We'll discuss
Oh,
that
for sure.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
But those who are here to give away next freaking stream, we'll let you know more about it on the discords and whatnot.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Again, thank you so much for Mr. Bimby for the follow. That was fucking that was that was huge.
That was absolutely god tier of you, Bimmy. I
Appreciate
appreciate you.
Mouse
W.
for being in the chat. We love you. We appreciate you. We might not always see the same, in the same lens, but that's all right. That's we love it anyways. Doom Eternal should have won fucking 2020, but that's what it is.
Hey, God of War. God of War.
If it was 2020, God of War was not 2020.
Oh, that's true. It was 2018 or 2019. I forgot. My bad. You
Can
right.
it
You
just
right. You
win
right. You right.
every fucking game of the year till Ragnarok comes out?
And then Ragnarok Rick Saber Game of the Year.
Yeah, I hope that game is good. I hope it's too much of an expectation now.
No,
I
no,
forgot that
no.
people were mad about that game because of how Thor looks.
Doom really
I
should have
don't.
won. Yeah.
I really don't care how Thor looks. That's his actual like
That's what he
mythology
looks
look.
like.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's what he actually looks like.
Yeah. People are like, oh, fucking Chris Hemsworth. I'm like, no,
It's
no.
I'm very curious to see what they're gonna make Odin look like when he shows up. Because he
Yeah.
should look like an asshole.
I mean,
because he is.
they did
Yeah.
a good job with the other characters. Then they look like assholes that they were supposed to.
I really like how Baldur looks. I think he looks he's probably one of the dopest looking characters so far that we've seen. Next to the Queen of the Valkyries,
Mm-hmm.
is the dopest looking character so far. Kratos' redesign is also very good.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Boy.
Again, from the Cheesy Talks boys, we'd like to thank you. Just freaking episode 1, season 2. Goddamn.
Ladder.
I will be working on getting this on the YubTubs and the Spotify's. I will give you all the information on the Discord. Yes.
Alrighty.
Peace and
Peace.
laters.